It's Wednesday, December 10th. A snowfall advisory is in effect from Environment Canada with up to 20 centimeters expected later today.
A sigh of relief for travelers today as Air Transit avoids a strike by its pilots' union.
It's a great way to spend a nice cold day because it's nice and toasty in here.
And outdoor dining in the winter. We get a peek at the unique restaurant experience at Westboro Beach. Your Morning Ottawa starts right now.
Good morning. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edden.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm Will Aiello.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And we're going to be starting with the weather today because another blast of snowfall will be arriving. So to let you know that school buses have been canceled this morning in Renfrew County and Eastern Ontario, but they are running here in Ottawa. The Ottawa Student Transportation says delays can be expected. All schools are open today. This comes as City of Ottawa crews are gearing up for a blast of winter weather.
We will be deploying everything that we have, so we're going to be looking at over 500 pieces of equipment. That's city staff, contracted staff, and we're really going to be focused on our priority road network and our sidewalks, as well as the winter cycling network.
For more on how much snow we are expecting throughout the day in the next 24 hours, we are going to send things over to Melissa. Melissa.
We are looking like we're going to see a whole bunch of snow. Ski hills, of course, are embracing this and loving this. We do have a snowfall warning in effect for us here in Ottawa, and you can see it is quite extensive. It extends right through Hawkesbury, Montreal, areas to the south of us, Cornwall, Smith Falls, Brockville, Kingston, Belleville, Bancroft, Pembroke in the valley as well. So we are expecting about 10, upwards of 20 centimeters of snow in the forecast. Now, our models are showing that we will receive about 11 centimeters of snow here in Ottawa, but we are expecting significant snow that should start later on this morning, around 9, 10 o'clock this morning, and will continue to snow right through until tomorrow morning. So your drive-in should be okay. It's your drive home tonight from work that will be severely impacted, as well as your drive-in tomorrow, as we are expecting more snow on the way into your early morning hours tomorrow. So more details coming up in a few minutes. Rosie?
Thank you, Melissa. It's budget day at Ottawa City Hall, with Ottawa councillors set to vote on the city's spending plan. The budget includes a 3.75% hike to property taxes, which amounts to $166 for the average homeowner. There will also be a fare increase for OC Transpo, more money for police, while recreation, water, and garbage fees will tick up as well. Council will also look to approve a bid to designate the Byward Market a National Historic Site. The Byward Market opened in 1827 and is Ottawa's oldest commercial area. The city says the designation would be commemorative and would not come with any new regulations or permits. Councillors are hoping it would provide a boost in tourism to the area.
As the federal government looks at possible changes to the hybrid work rules for public servants, the city is also preparing for employees to return to the office full-time in the new year. As of January 1st, all city employees will be required to work in the office 5 days a week. But the city says there will be some flexibility. Managers are currently reviewing hybrid work requests on a case-by-case basis. Reaction continues after the news that the Ottawa Senators have hired a lobbying firm to speak with the federal and provincial governments about a new arena at Breton Flats. The owner has said there are still no discussions about injecting tax dollars into the new arena, but the thought of pitching in financially has sparked a wide range of reactions from taxpayers.
We have so many issues. This is not one of them. Like, this is fun and it's enjoyable, but it's not where our taxpayer dollars should be going right now.
We ante up for everything in this city, so why not for something that's people are gonna love it when it's all done. So yes, all ante up.
It's worth noting Sen's leadership has maintained it does not expect taxpayers to foot the bill for that new arena.
Some anxious holiday travelers can breathe a little easier. Just hours short of a strike by Air Transat pilots, negotiators have reached a tentative deal. If ratified by the pilots, it will mean avoiding a strike during one of Air Transat's busiest and most lucrative periods. Union members are expected to vote on the agreement in the coming days. The Ontario government will fund hip and knee replacement surgeries at a private clinic in Ottawa over the next 2 years. is part of a plan to reduce wait times and support more publicly funded orthopedic surgeries. A private group of surgeons has been performing orthopedic surgeries on weekends at the Ottawa Hospital's Riverside campus since 2023. The Ministry of Health says further details about where upcoming surgeries will happen will be shared in the near future.
There are new blue and black bin recycling rules coming to the capital in the new year. The city is shifting responsibility to an outside source, but says the public should be pleased to know that more things can go in the bin than before. So under the program, residents will now be able to recycle more things, including flexible plastic, packaging like plastic bags, chip bags, bubble wrap from packaging, as well as meat trays, takeout containers, cups, and tubes such as toothpaste, deodorant, and hand cream.
By putting the cost on the producer, it's hoped that, they'll think about what materials that they're packaging things with so that we don't see so much going towards our landfills.
The bins will stay the same and your pickup day won't change at all. But if your recycling is missed, complaints will go directly to the contractor, Miller Waste.
And in sports, the Ottawa Senators struck first last night against New Jersey.
Sanderson has a look and fires. Tip puck marks him, save loose in front, they score!
Yeah, but it was not enough. The Sens dropped this one 4-3 to New Jersey. The team has now lost 5 of their last 6. The Sens are on the road for the next game. They take on the Columbus Blue Jackets tomorrow night.
But the Senators were the winners off the ice with the Sens Ignite Hope Telethon raising money for the Sens Community Foundation.
So all the money stays local, and it is to create a pathway for kids, to remove some maybe financial barriers out of their way, helps with their medical needs, and gets kids active in sports.
The phones were lighting up to support several charities in the Ottawa-Gatineau region.
Capital City Condors, Roger Nielsen Children's Hospice, and an organization called Icebreakers and the Royal will be on the receiving end of the generosity. The total last night, $168,000 and counting.
And counting. Nice job.
Amazing.
Very, very nice.
Love to see that. It was great having Ian in here yesterday, Ian Mendez, talking with Rosie about the Sens Ignite Telethon and just how impactful it can be. And nice that I think they surpassed what they were hoping for, so it's amazing.
I think they were looking at maybe 150K, but what? Why stop there? Keep going.
That's right.
There you go.
And I'm sure they're all glad it was last night the game and not tonight.
Yes, for sure. Especially at that game, too, heading out to Canada with the roads.
Exactly. It's one of those nights that you're going to want to stay put, so hopefully you don't have any plans because we are in for a very snowy day. Right now, we're not seeing anything. We're seeing a little bit of a break, but there is a chance that we could see some scattered flurries this morning or risk of that drizzle as well. It is a bit cloudy and a little bit foggy in some patches, and of course, we did see some snow yesterday and into the overnight, so roads still a little bit slick this morning. We got about 2 to 4 centimeters, so roads are a little bit slippery on your way in this morning because of that snow last night that crews are working to dig out from, and more on the way today. So we are expecting that snow to really start around between 9 and 10 o'clock this morning, and it's going to snow all day long, off and on all day long, right through into your evening and overnight. Now for today, we could see snow very heavy at times as well. This is at 7 p.m. You can see these dark purple bands. That's when snow will be at its heaviest. So a little bit lighter to start things off, and then it will gradually get a little bit heavier into the evening hours. So the drive home definitely will be impacted by this system, as well as your drive in tomorrow morning, and that is because it's going to snow overnight tonight and early tomorrow as well. So we are expecting significant snow today into the afternoon, about 5 to 10, another 5 to 10 this evening, and another 2 to 4 centimeters as we head into your day tomorrow. So lots of snow on the way, and because of all the snow, we do have a snowfall warning in effect, and you can see it is extensive. So regardless of where you're going in the city, we're under this snowfall warning. It extends to areas in the valley, Smiths Falls, Brockville, Kingston, Belleville, all the way out to Cornwall, Hawkesbury, as well as in Montreal. So our models are showing about 11 centimeters, which is on the lower end, but be prepared. We could see upwards of 20 centimeters of snow on the way for us. 7.8 centimeters over in Pembroke. We are expecting about 10 centimeters in Kittigan-Zibi and about 8 over in Mont-Tremblant. So Temperatures this morning are a little bit cold as well. We're sitting at -7, feels closer to -12 this morning, but a bit of a break from the bitter cold temperatures we have seen over the last few days, where conditions at this time have felt around -25. So bit of a break from the bitter cold temperatures, and you can see 0 in Trenton, 1 in Kingston this hour, so mild start over there. We are expecting some stronger winds as well, gustier winds late this afternoon into your overnight tonight, so blowing snow could be a factor, especially later on this evening and early tomorrow morning. It should be a little bit calmer to start things off, and then those winds will pick up speed later on in the day, which again, we could see some blowing snow, which will definitely be a factor early tomorrow morning on your drive-in. Temperatures today, fairly mild. Average for this time of the year, -2 is your daytime high, -3 out in the valley, -1 for Kempville. So a break from the bitter cold, but now we're just getting all this snow on the way. So I don't know, do you prefer the bitter cold or do you prefer all the snow? I think ski hills would prefer a day like today where it would be mild, but at least they're getting all that nice fresh powder. Overnight tonight, dropping to -9. So again, we could see 10 to 20 centimeters today, another 2 to 4 adding to that forecast tomorrow into your day on Thursday. We will see colder conditions tomorrow. -9 is the high, overnight dropping to -11. The great news is everything will clear up. We're going to see sunshine for our food drive on Friday morning. -6 is the daytime high, so not overly cold as well as we head into Friday. Then into the weekend, we could see some flurries and the colder conditions are back. On your roads this morning, here's a live look at your drive-in. Again, we saw some snow last night, so it could be a little bit slippery. I must say, highways are looking fairly decent this hour. It's the side streets that are a little bit slick, but so far so good on your drive-in. Now let's check out your TSN must-see moment.
Hey there, Lindsay Hamilton in the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Tuesday. For it, we are taking a trip to Edmonton. It is the Oilers and Sabres Buffalo power play here. Josh Doan on the doorstep, goes between the legs. Lifts it right over Stuart Skinner's pad for a gorgeous goal. Showing off some real nice hands. Scores his second of the game. And that one landing him your must-see moment. Meanwhile, tonight on TSN, we've got Game 3 of the rivalry series. Canada faces off against the USA, and the Americans have won the first 2 games. Coverage begins at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. That's all for now from the Sports Center newsroom. Have a wonderful Wednesday.
All right, Ottawa, get ready to jingle and glow. We are giving you the chance to win an amazing gift basket valued at $150 plus a Supreme Day package at Holt Spa. This timeless classic includes a European facial. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds great. Aromatherapy, massage, signature manicure and pedicure, and so much more. It's the ultimate relaxation experience courtesy of Holt Spa. Enter right now. Our contest page is at ctvottawa.ca, and good luck.
Coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa.
It's a great way to spend a nice cold day because it's nice and toasty in here.
Dining in gondolas along the Ottawa River. More on the grand winter experience when we return. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. You are watching Your Morning Ottawa just before all that big, heavy snowfall heads our way. We'll be right back.
Frontline Credit Union and the Ottawa firefighters are so proud to support the Toy Mountain this year.
New unwrapped toys can be dropped off at any Ottawa Fire Services station or Frontline Credit Union locations.
Frontline Credit Union, Ottawa firefighters, and Toy Mountain helping families this holiday season.
Welcome back. Here are the big stories we are following today on Your Morning Ottawa. Snowfall warning has been issued for Ottawa and the surrounding area. Environment Canada is expecting 15 to 20 centimeters of snow. School buses in Renfrew County and Eastern Ontario have been canceled this morning. Ottawa school buses are running. All schools are open. It's budget day at Ottawa City Hall. Councillors will vote on where your property taxes will land for the new year, as well as fare hike for OC Transpo. Why don't we check in on the forecast now?
Yeah, Rosie, you stated there 15 to maybe 20 centimeters throughout the day. Models showing between that 10 and 15, but certain areas could see a little bit more or a little bit less. Snowfall warning will remain in place throughout the day. We're expecting that snow to continue all day today into tomorrow morning, so your commute home from work will certainly be impacted. We'll follow this story as it continues throughout the next couple of hours. Out on your roads, nothing major to report right now, but just be prepared for that snowfall. In the next couple of hours, we really start to see a pickup. Pretty clear right now, but leave yourself a little extra time and maybe try to get out a little extra early this afternoon.
Okay, so it's not quite outdoor patio dining this winter, but snowy views, cozy vibes, and tasty meals are being served up in gondolas along the Ottawa River. CTV's Tyler Fleming samples a unique experience at the Grand Pizzeria at Westboro Beach.
Beach days are back, but the vibe is après-ski.
Very unique.
These aren't cabanas at Grand Pizzeria Westboro Beach. They're real Swiss Alps gondolas.
We're on mat leave, so we want to do something fun.
Samantha and Jenna are out on a mummy treff, Swiss for mom's playdate.
It's inviting. It's nice to have babies here.
Very cozy. The lights are gorgeous. The view is nice.
Where today, along the Kitschy ZB Meekan Parkway, a mist rises over an icy Ottawa River. The gondolas can fit up to 4 people comfortably, and I can tell you it's very cozy in here. It's cold outside, it's nice, there's a heater here, and just in case, they've got nice fluffy blankets.
We wanted to give people the reason to come out to the beach, you know, still enjoy the beautiful view, the beautiful sunset, and, you know, the winter experience.
The popular Italian eatery's full menu is available, where hot meals are quickly delivered to the rustic, dog-friendly cabins.
And the staff is really nice, and yes, just try something a little bit different.
There's a cover charge of $20 per person for lunch and $25 for dinner. The gondolas are popular, so it's best to book online.
There's not a lot of places like this in Ottawa.
And patrons are not disappointed.
It's warm and it's cozy, and you can't beat the view.
It's a great way to spend a nice cold day because it's nice and toasty in here.
The gondolas will be parked here throughout winter's peak until the spring. Tyler Fleming, CTV News.
I think I want to take my mom there.
Yeah, that looks like an awesome spot.
That really does look great. And I love how they said it at the very end. It's warm, it's toasty, because that's the one thing I was, okay, do you have heaters in there? Is it heated?
Yeah.
It looks gorgeous. Yeah, I think I'm going to take my mom there.
And now that we have the snowfall too, it creates that nice like winterland
It's
scene.
gorgeous, yeah.
Where you can still enjoy things like that and our beautiful view. I mean, right around the Ottawa River is so nice. And it's so quiet and peaceful, right? That's what winter brings, but you can stay cozy.
Love that. Exactly. I know we're looking at getting maybe another 10, maybe 15 centimeters this afternoon. And you know, I'm just like, yes, bring it on. I know you have to be careful out there if you're driving. I understand it. It does make driving a little bit tricky, so you have to be careful out there. But like you said, and like I've always said, it just calms things down. Take a moment. Snow is falling. All is right. It's December. You know, we're in Ottawa, so we can expect this, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, and I mean, how many places do you get an opportunity to have a little dinner outside where you can stay nice and cozy and you get some snowfall? I mean, we do live in the capital here.
Come on.
You know that this is what we're going to be getting.
On. I do love it.
All right. We will have much more coming up a little bit later on, but for now, we'll take a quick break. And we will talk a little bit more about the snowfall. Rosie and I are okay with it, of course. Leave yourself a little extra time. But we do want to make sure everyone is being safe out on the roads. Winter snowfall warning in effect for Ottawa. Stay safe out there. We'll be right back.
on Your Morning Ottawa, we are asking for your comments on the snowy weather. What is your favorite thing to do on a snowy day like today? Let us know your thoughts. Email us at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. Look at all that snow, right?
I'll tell you the place I don't want to be on a day like today, and that's the roads.
I know.
I do not love driving in snow. If you know me, you know I'm a nervous winter driver, and I don't know what it is. I have all-wheel drive. I have winter tires. I have a car that's equipped for this kind of like winter driving, and I don't know what it is, but like when it's a winter storm, like even today, I am like 30 under the speed limit. Like I am the one who people start honking at because they're like, you're going way too slow on the roads. But I don't care. I like to take my time and get to where I need to go. So I don't love being on the roads, but I love being at home with my kids. I love seeing their faces, being indoors cozy, and maybe getting outside and playing in the snow.
There you go.
But just not being on the road. That's the one place I don't like to be.
Yeah, well, it's not just you too, right? Like you're worried about all the other drivers and one quick thing. So I can definitely understand you wanting to be extra cautious.
I think it's that. I think people are not like me on the roads. They don't, take it down a couple notches. They still speed and drive quickly, and I'm afraid of them, not me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think for sure does.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I would, so on days like today, and continue on depending on where I'm at, it's always fresh pow days on the snowboard hills.
Yes.
And anytime we'd have fresh pow, I'd always like to take advantage. And I was in Vancouver at a time too. And I had a buddy that did accounting at Whistler. So whenever there was those fresh pow days too, I would make sure to make the drive up, and we'd go anytime that you'd see good snowfall. Because if you're a skier or a snowboarder, or if you like the hills at all, you know that there's nothing like those fresh pow days.
And even the sound, right? Just hitting fresh powder for the first time. You just, it sounds great. It feels great too.
And the bales are easier.
I've never snowboarded, but I can imagine,
Oh,
right?
but you will.
I will.
This year.
That's what's going to happen. I know. I'm going to take these two out, and they're going to go, okay, Rosie, step one. I don't know, try not to fall, I guess, right?
Learn if you want to go with the right foot in front or the left foot in front.
Yeah.
What kind of surfer are you?
I think it'd be the left foot.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. I think it'd be the left.
You're not goofy.
Yeah, I think it'd be the left.
I'm goofy. I'm right foot forward.
Okay, yeah, I feel like it would be the left foot. So that would be fun to do.
We're going to figure it out.
When it's snowing. That would be a lot of fun. Learn how to snowboard.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, we're going to be hearing from you later in the show. We're asking, what is your favorite thing to do on a snowy day? Send us your comments at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. Hey, we'll be right back.
Frontline Credit Union and the Ottawa firefighters are so proud to support the Toy Mountain this year.
New unwrapped toys can be dropped off at any Ottawa Fire Services station or Frontline Credit Union locations.
Frontline Credit Union, Ottawa firefighters, and Toy Mountain helping families this holiday season.
Good morning, 6:30 on the nose. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Willie Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And our top story throughout the day today, especially as many people are starting to drive in or thinking about their commute home, is the winter weather that we're seeing. So something to let everyone know of. School buses have been canceled this morning in Renfrew County and Eastern Ontario, but they are running in Ottawa. The Ottawa Student Transportation says delays can be expected. All schools remain open today, but this comes as City of Ottawa crews are gearing up for a blast of winter weather.
We will be deploying everything that we have, so we're going to be looking at over 500 pieces of equipment. That's city staff, contracted staff, and we're really going to be focused on our priority road network and our sidewalks, as well as the winter cycling network.
And we're going to send things over to Melissa because we do have some warnings set in place throughout the day, Melissa.
That's right. Right now we do have a snowfall warning in effect, and this extends quite extensively all the way to areas in the valley to the south of us, so Smiths Falls, Brockville, Kingston, even Belleville, Bancroft, and all the way to Hawkesbury, Montreal under this snowfall warning. So we are expecting that snow to start later on this morning. It looks like between 9 and 10 a.m., and it's going to snow right through overnight into your day tomorrow as well. We are looking like we could see upwards of 15 to 20 centimeters of snow over the next 24 hours, with a few more centimeters added into your day tomorrow. So that is why we do have a snowfall warning in effect. Full details coming up in a few minutes, but right now, back to you.
Thank you for that, Melissa. It is budget day at Ottawa City Hall, with Ottawa councillors set to vote on the city's spending plan. The budget includes a 3.75% hike to property taxes, which amounts to $166 for the average homeowner. There will also be a fare increase for OC Transpo, more money for police, while recreation, water, and garbage fees will tick up as well. Council will also look to approve a bid to designate the Byward Market a National Historic Site. The Byward Market opened in 1827 and is Ottawa's oldest commercial area. The city says the designation would be commemorative and would not come with any new regulations or permits. Councillors are hoping it would provide a boost in tourism to the area.
The first woman to serve as Canada's ambassador to the United States has revealed she will step down in the new year.
I spoke to the Prime Minister about this, and I said it's time, I think, for me to start a new chapter. He had asked me back in the spring to stay on for the transition of his government, the new government, and the transition to the new Trump administration. I agreed to do that, and I'm honored to have done that.
Kirsten Hillman was formally appointed to the role back in 2020, serving as Canada's top diplomat in Washington and chief trade negotiator on U.S. trade. Sources tell CTV News that Canadian financier Mark Wiseman will likely be named as her successor.
Air Transat still has some catching up to do with its schedule after avoiding a pilot strike.
I've been on the phone, trying to see if they can get me started the next flight as soon as possible, but I've been on the phone for a couple of hours yesterday.
The airline says its priority is to fully restore operations after more than a dozen flights were canceled in anticipation of a possible strike. A tentative deal was reached just hours before this morning's strike deadline. It comes after a year of talks with the union pushing for similar gains made by Air Canada and WestJet pilots in recent years. Terms of the tentative deal have not been released, and it still needs to be ratified. A vote is expected in the coming days.
There are new blue and black bin recycling rules coming to the capital in the new year. The city is shifting responsibility to an outside source, but says the public should be pleased to know that more things can go in the bin than ever before. Under the program, residents will be able to recycle more, including flexible plastic packaging like plastic bags, chip bags, and bubble wrap, from packaging such as meat trays, takeout containers, cups, tubes, and toothpaste, deodorant, as well as hand cream.
By putting the cost on the producer, it's hoped that, they'll think about what materials that they're packaging things with, so that we don't see so much going towards our landfills.
And the bins will stay the same, and your pickup day won't change as well. But if your recycling is missed, complaints will go directly to the contractor, which is Miller Waste.
That is a good thing. So there's no increase in cost,
yes,
but there's more things that you can actually recycle.
And it's so great too, right? Because you want to be able to do that, and sometimes just having so many different items to go in one bin, the other bin, it's nice that now you can just put it into one, especially when you got kiddos and everyone just throwing stuff everywhere.
It does get confusing after a while too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Some four-legged friends are helping bring a sense of calm for those feeling anxious at the Ottawa courthouse.
I've seen her stay an hour with someone crying. Just doesn't move, doesn't talk, no judgment.
A group of about a dozen therapy dogs come to the courthouse on Elgin Street to provide support to anyone who needs it. They visit the courthouse staff, attend specialty courts like mental health or drug treatment court.
I don't know why this is making me emotional. I think it's wonderful. The program started as a pilot program about 10 years ago, but has since grown and is completely run by volunteers. Thank you, volunteers, and thank you, gorgeous four-legged friends.
Right.
So beautiful.
There's something so calming and uplifting about a little furry friend. I don't know what it is.
I feel like it's a combination of things. I think a lot of it is just too, like, having that, like, support and love, like during a time where clearly you're in a little bit of distress, or you're feeling emotional, having just someone, just a pup there to be like, hey, like, I got you, I'm by your side. It's just the best feeling.
And even when you scold them, they still love you and don't get mad at you, and they don't talk back to you.
No, they don't.
They just wag their tail and say, am I okay now?
Maybe with a little puppy sad eyes to get you right back in there.
Exactly. In our forecast this morning, we're seeing some light flurries. We could see some drizzle as well to start off your morning drive-in. So be careful of that if you are heading out on the roads. And we do have that snowfall warning in effect because we are expecting some snow. It looks like it'll start between 9 and 10 a.m. more the heavy snow that we are expecting throughout the day ahead. It will start off kind of light and it get a little bit heavier as we head in through the day ahead. So most of the heavy snow happening later on this evening into your overnight. You can see by 7 p.m. the darker purple bands. That's when snow will be falling a little bit heavier than what we are expecting throughout the morning into your early afternoon as well. And it will continue to snow overnight tonight and right through into your early morning hours tomorrow. So we are expecting snow starting around 9, 10 o'clock this morning and continuing to snow over the next 24 hours. A lot of snow on the way as well, and that's why we do have this snowfall warning in effect. You can see it is quite extensive. It extends through Montreal, areas of the valley, and along the 401 as well. So everybody kind of expecting a lot of snow today. How much are we expected to see? We could see 5 to 10 this afternoon, another 5 to 10 this evening, then tomorrow another 2 to 4. So we could see upwards of 15 to 20 centimeters of snow over the next day and in through tomorrow. At least temperatures to start off your morning, not overly cold, a bit of a break from the bitter cold conditions. -7 feels like -12 this morning, pardon me, but better than those -25 days we have seen over the last few mornings. And milder for Trenton, Kingston sitting at 0-1 degree. They're seeing a little bit of light drizzle to start off their day. Wind speeds will pick up this afternoon as well. So winds will stay calm this morning into your early afternoon. It's later on this evening into early tomorrow morning where we are expecting stronger wind gusts. So we could see blowing snow, especially on your drive-in tomorrow morning. That's when we could see blowing snow as we see these more intense winds. Today, temperature is fairly mild. -2 is the high. That's very average for this time of the year. So at least we're seeing milder conditions. So you could dig out all that snow. It'll be nice outside to do so. -1 in Kemptville, 2 for Trenton today. 1 is the daytime high in Kingston, -1 in Cornwall, -3 in the valley, -5 over in Kittigan-Zibi. So for the next couple of days, a little bit of everything on the mix. Of course, milder conditions today and all that snow. We're expecting 10 upwards of 20 centimeters of snow today. Into your day tomorrow, we could see another 2 to 4. Colder conditions on the way for tomorrow. -9 is your daytime high. So the cold snap is back, but only for the day. Not so bad as we head into Friday. -6 is the high. Nice clear skies for our food drive on Friday. So of course, come on down here to 87 George Street. We would love to see you Friday morning between 6 and 9 a.m. for our food drive. As we head into the weekend, a bit colder and a chance of scattered flurries.
Weather brought to you by Manotick Place Retirement Community, a community you can call home.
So roads are still a little bit slippery. The Queensway is looking really good this morning. It's the side streets that are still a little bit slick because of the snow we saw overnight last night. Moderate conditions on the 417 eastbound between Richmond and Pinecrest. 174 slowdowns at Jeanne d'Arc in through Montreal Road.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers. 1-800-JUSTICE.
All right, throughout the show, we're going to be highlighting something new for many people here in the capital. Amazon making sure that we have same-day delivery for a certain few. Plus, I visited the facility and we had a special guest. All right, we are somewhere very special. We are now at the Amazon warehouse. We're finding out just how everything is made. Kristen joins me from Amazon. Good morning to you.
Thank you so much for being here at what is definitely one of the most exciting times of the year for us here at Amazon in Barrhaven.
It's so amazing. You got a little help with you today.
Well, you know, it's the holidays. People are holiday shopping. We have thousands of employees here at YAL 3, but we needed a bit of extra help. So Claude Giroux said, you know what, I'm not going to be too busy before Prime Monday Night Hockey on December 15th. I'm going to come and help you pack some customer orders. So, you know, we said, okay, Claude, we'll take you.
He's doing a really good job. The first
I
item that he had was creatine, you know, perfect for his building if he wanted to take that home.
We did see some Ottawa Senators merchandise, so it's good to see Ottawa supporting the Sens. And you know, some of the items that Claude is packing could be going to customers as part of our expanded same-day delivery here in Ottawa.
So tell me about that, because, you know, we live in a time where everybody wants something right now or the next day, and you guys have expanded this program, especially right here in Ottawa.
Yeah, so in our YAL 3 Fulfillment Center, if you order an item from Amazon via our same-day delivery, it's going to come from right here at YAL 3, and we're going to take a look a little bit later at how that works. And you know, what better time than the holidays to expand same-day delivery, because maybe you're hosting, maybe you have a last-minute gift. And so we're going to take a look at how we're giving our customers even more flexibility and control over when they get their order. We have 2 new afternoon delivery windows, so now is the best time to be making our same-day delivery even more convenient.
Yeah, definitely right now with the holiday rush too, people are kind of thinking of some last minute gifts. And Chloe, what are some of the things that you've packaged so far?
There was the Ottawa Senators street bar. Yeah, a little plate cover of that. And creatine.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I got a drone here.
And what's the process like? Is it kind of like as you imagined it would be when you came in, or completely different?
I had no idea what to expect, and it's a good thing I have him by my side because I would have done a few mistakes.
Oh, I love it. All right, well, we'll let you get back to there, and then coming up, we're actually going to talk about how they're making a local impact too with amazing business and local charities. It's so amazing. I know we were just talking about how you've been there too. I was almost in awe just when I walked in about how big that facility is, and like over 3,000 people working there. It is a miraculous building.
You know, when the first shot of that piece, you see, well, some people wouldn't know it's Claude Giroux, and I was like, I think that's a celebrity hacker, because the people who work there just go, and then on and on and on. They just move so quickly and very, very efficiently, but that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. They're amazing at what they do.
All right, coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, a sigh of relief for travelers this week as Air Transat avoids a pilot strike. We'll tell you more about the deal reached just ahead. Here is a live look through our sky cam. A snowy start to your day. Doesn't downtown look beautiful? You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. Welcome back. A sigh of relief for travelers this week as Air Transat narrowly avoids a pilot strike. The airline and the pilots union reached a tentative deal last night. Why don't we bring in Scott Hers from our CTV National Newsroom. Scott, what do you know so far about the tentative deal between Air Transat and the union representing the airline's 750 pilots?
Good morning, Rosie. There were thousands of passengers with holiday plans to sunny beach destinations, trying to escape the cold, trying to escape the snow, on edge, wondering if they'd even make it. No doubt a huge sigh of relief for all those passengers as we came within hours of Air Transat pilots walking the picket lines, which would have grounded the entire fleet. But then a deal was struck late yesterday after nearly 12 months of talks and several intense days of negotiation under threat of major disruption for those vacation travelers. An agreement that, according to the union, brings them in line with industry standards. Now, a few details have been released at this time. We've reached out this morning to both sides, seeing if we can get more information on the deal or at least find out where the movement was at the bargaining table. And we'll share that with you as that information becomes available. But in a statement, the union says, we believe the new agreement meets the needs of today's profession, consistent with collective agreements other ALPA-represented pilots groups are signing with their employers. And so union members, the 750-plus pilots, will now get a chance to vote to ratify the contract over the coming days, Rosie. From the airline's perspective, it's calling this agreement an important milestone and marking a complete overhaul of the pilots' collective agreement. But for passengers, the big news is that a strike has been averted, Rosie.
Okay, that is big news, but that tentative deal came just hours before the strike deadline and after some flights had already been canceled. And what's the latest that you can tell us about disruptions for anyone who may be traveling with Air Transat in the coming days?
Of course, this agreement came with just hours before there could have been a full disruption, but we already did see some flights being canceled. Close to 20 were canceled yesterday and upwards of 6 today. The airline now doing all that to ensure that crew and aircraft were back in the country, but flights are taking off today. Here's what passengers need to know. Any flight that had already been canceled will not be reinstated. The increased flexibility the airline was offering in terms of the extended rebooking policy is no longer being offered as well. If you're traveling in the upcoming days on Air Transat, your reservation remains valid. So right now for the airline, the priority is to quickly restore full operations, Rosie.
That is good to know. CTV News' Scott Hurst. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Rosie.
right, we asked you today, what is your favorite thing to do on a snowy day? And we all had a couple of comments, but we want to hear from our viewers.
There you go. Darlene says, as odd as it sounds, my husband and I love to play outside with our cat. She loves fresh snow. We shovel paths throughout the yard, leading to trees she can climb.
I love that. Marjorie says, my favorite thing to do on a snowy day is to read a good book. I also like having the occasional hot chocolate with marshmallows.
Oh,
that
nice.
sounds like a great day.
Rich says, letting my kids play in the snow while I sit by the window with a hot cup of cocoa.
The best.
The best.
Absolutely.
The best. Add in those marshmallows.
Here with
there you
hot
go. All right, we're going to be hearing from you a little later on in the show. We're asking, what is your favorite way to spend a snowy day? Send us your comments at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca.
And coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, a set of Canadian-born twins have made history on Jeopardy! We'll tell you more about their accomplishment on the beloved game show coming up. Here's a live look at our Skycam on George Street this morning. Some fresh snow in the overnight. Temperatures not so bad. -7 right now. Feels closer to -12.
Oh, yeah.
It's time now for your morning picks, and Canadian-born twins have made history with their performances on Jeopardy!
And if our champion, Ron Lalonde, looks familiar to you, that's not just deja vu. You're thinking of his identical twin brother, Ray, who was also a Jeopardy champion.
Thunder Bay's Ray Lalonde had a 13-game winning streak back in 2023, and then his twin brother Ron just racked up more with more than $50,000 with a 3-game streak of his own. The final game was on Monday night.
Imagine the two of them at like their local trivia night at the local bar.
Yes.
They would have just cleaned house.
Right? Absolutely. Super cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And a Canadian classic rock band, Triumph, will be hitting the road for a 50th anniversary tour. The band says next year's outing will mark their first tour in 30 years. Halifax rockers April Wine will also be taking part in the tour. They've announced 10 Canadian stops, including April 24th in Toronto. Tickets go on sale on Friday.
Where's my lighter?
Right?
Need that.
Iconic.
Yes.
Gorgeous voice.
Absolutely. And Toronto has retained the honor of being Canada's rattiest city.
Oh, no.
Orkin Canada says the ranking is based on the number of calls it received to treat issues with rodents, including both rats and mice, at homes and businesses. Mississauga ranked as Canada's 6th rattiest city, with Ottawa ranking 8th.
Oh no, we're
So
not far behind.
Yeah, it's still not that great.
You just want to be so far down on that list. You want to be like 2009.
Yeah.
That's a list where the top 5 is you want to be far away.
Yeah, far away from it. And to be fair, right, Toronto, they've got a whole bunch of lines that they're building, so there's a lot of blasting going on.
Totally.
And then as soon as you get that rumbling, the rats go, ooh, let's go somewhere else. So it wakes them up. You
I
know?
remember when that happened here, when they started building
The
LRT in the city downtown. I lived in the market, and it went from being no rats to all of a sudden they were everywhere.
Really?
And I used to come into work in the morning and be like, I just got chased in by rats today. Like, what is happening?
There you go. That's exactly what you were saying.
Yeah, that's it. All right, coming up in the next hour, Canadian Blood Services is looking for plasma donors ahead of the holidays. We're going to tell you how you can help. And we are paging Dr. Paul to talk about potential hazards for kids around Christmas time. And we're going to have him in to help make sure you have a safe holiday. Plus, 2 girls and their mom have launched their own cotton candy company. All that and more is still to come on Your Morning Ottawa. Taking a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam. I still think it looks so pretty, but I know plenty of snow is on the way. We'll be right back after this. Tis the season to lend a helping hand, Ottawa.
Join us for the CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive on Friday, December 12th. We're teaming up with the Ottawa Food Bank to help our neighbors this holiday season.
Drop off your non-perishable food items at 87 George Street or make a monetary donation, allowing the Ottawa Food Bank to buy what's needed most when it's needed.
CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive, December 12th, proudly sponsored by Doyle Saluski. It's Wednesday, December 10th. A snowfall warning is in effect from Environment Canada with up to 20 centimeters expected later today.
A sigh of relief for travelers today as Air Transit avoids a strike by its pilots' union.
And Canadian Blood Services has issued a call for plasma donors ahead of the holidays. We'll tell you how you can help. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now.
Good morning, 7 o'clock on the nose. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm Willie Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And if you haven't checked yet, we are expecting a winter blast throughout the day today. A little update on the road. School buses have been canceled this morning in Renfrew County and Eastern Ontario, but they are running here in Ottawa. The Ottawa Student Transportation says delays can be expected, but all schools remain open. This comes as City of Ottawa crews are gearing up for another blast of winter weather.
We will be deploying everything that we have, so we're going to be looking at over 500 pieces of equipment. That's city staff, contracted staff, and we're really going to be focused on our priority road network and our sidewalks, as well as the winter cycling network.
So we'll continue that conversation with just how much snow we're going to get, as well as some warnings that are in place. Melissa, what can you tell us so far?
We do have a snowfall warning in effect, and it does extend right through to areas of Montreal and areas along the 401 as well. So for us here in Ottawa, right through to Hawkesbury, down in Cornwall, Smith Falls, Brockville, Pembroke, we are expecting that snow to start at 9 to 10 o'clock this morning, so just in the next couple of hours. And it will snow over the next 24 hours right in through your day tomorrow. And we could see upwards of 15 to 20 centimeters of snow. Blowing snow could be a factor as well. Full forecast detail coming up in a few minutes.
It's budget day at Ottawa City Hall, with Ottawa councillors set to vote on the city's spending plan. The budget includes a 3.75% hike to property taxes, which amounts to $166 for the average homeowner. There will also be a fare increase for OC Transpo, more money for police, while recreation, water, and garbage fees will tick up as well. Council will also look to approve a bid to designate the Byward Market a National Historic Site. The Byward Market opened in 1827 and is Ottawa's oldest commercial area. The city says the designation would be commemorative and would not come with any new regulations or permits. Councillors are hoping it would provide a boost in tourism to the area.
As the federal government looks at possible changes to the hybrid work rules for public servants, the city is also preparing for employees to return to the office full-time in the new year. As of January 1st, all city employees will be required to work in the office 5 days a week, but the city says there will be some flexibility. Managers are currently reviewing hybrid work requests on a case-by-case basis. Reaction continues after the news that the Ottawa Senators have hired a lobbying firm to speak with the federal and provincial governments about a new arena at LeBreton Flats. The owner has said there are still no discussions about injecting tax dollars into the new arena, but the thought of pitching in financially has sparked a wide range of reaction from taxpayers.
We have so many issues. This is not one of them. Like, this is fun and it's enjoyable, but it's not where our taxpayer dollars should be going right now.
We ante up for, so why not for something that's going to, people are going to love it when it's all done. So yes, all ante up.
It is worth noting that Sen's leadership has maintained it does not expect taxpayers to foot the bill for the new arena.
Some anxious holiday travelers can breathe a little easier. Just hours short of a strike by air transit pilots, negotiators have reached a tentative deal. If ratified by the pilots, it will mean avoiding a strike during one of air transit's busiest and most lucrative periods. Union members are expected to vote on the agreement in the coming days.
A Conservative pipeline motion has been defeated in the House of Commons, with the Liberals calling it a political stunt.
It's a no vote against the Conservatives playing games and creating optics and wasting parliamentary time when they should be voting on things that are way more important.
This was the Conservatives' last opportunity of the year to force a vote on an issue they deemed pressing. The motion supported the construction of new pipelines, but the Liberals said they couldn't support it because, in their view, it cherry-picked pieces of the Prime Minister's Memorandum of Understanding with Alberta. The Bloc Québécois and NDP and Greens also voted against the motion.
The Ottawa Senators struck first last night against New Jersey.
Sanderson has a look and fires. Tip puck marks him. Save Lucid for the score.
But it was not enough. The Sens dropped this one 4-3 to New Jersey. The team has now lost 5 of their last 6. The Sens are on the road for the next game. They take on the Columbus Blue Jackets tomorrow night.
A Calgary family had ringside seats for a deer fight.
The Castellino family were on their driveway around lunchtime when these two bucks locked antlers and then just started duking it out.
Hey, cut it out, guys. Eventually, both took off and no one was hurt. Ooh. There you go, there you go.
Nice little lunchtime entertainment, and then and then they go.
And they're out.
Just like kids and siblings. They had a quick little battle, and then now you're friends again.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, that was quite the view as well, like right in your driveway. I couldn't imagine.
I know. You just look outside and just like, it's just not something you see every day. You see them frolic around, but actually have just a battle scene on your front lawn.
There you go.
City as
that
well.
would have made a fun weather pick.
Absolutely.
Right?
And we do have your weather picture for today. Josette sent this to us. It was the moon through the trees on Roddick Lake in Bouchette, Quebec.
Nice.
Weather picture brought to you by Box Me Up. Moving, staging, renovating, just box me up.
And of course, we want to hear from you. Please send your weather pictures to us so we can see it right here on the show. Maybe you have your own deer fight that you witnessed on your front lawn. You can send to us. Weathershots@ctv.ca. Again, that's weathershots@ctv.ca. In our forecast for today, of course, we're waiting for that snow to start, but this morning we could see some flurries or some drizzle out there to start off your day. And then around 9 o'clock, between 9 and 10, that's when we're expecting this snow to start. It will be light at first, so some light snow to start things off, and then it will pick up and be a bit heavier in through your evening and overnight. That's when we will see snow at its heaviest. So this is around 8 p.m. You can see the dark purple bands, and that's when we will see heavier snow on the way. It will kind of continue overnight for us today and right through into your early morning hours tomorrow, so it won't taper off until late in the day tomorrow. We are expecting most of this heavy snow to be over by the late morning into the afternoon tomorrow. Could still see some light scattered flurries in the forecast, but it's really this morning right through until tomorrow morning that we're expecting most of this snow on the way. How much are we expecting? We could see, our models are showing about 12 centimeters here in the city, but we could see upwards of 20 centimeters as well, and really ranging as well in terms of how much snow you will see. Cornwall, it looks like expected to see around 15 centimeters of snow. Out in the valley, about 8 centimeters, 10 over in Kittigan-Zibi, 11.5 in Gatineau. So just really ranging from the low double digits to the more high double digits, but we could see upwards of 20 centimeters by tomorrow morning. Temperatures right now -6, so not so bad temperatures wise. Of course, it feels like -11. However, it's been much colder over the last couple of days, so a bit of a break from the cold conditions this morning. Into your day ahead, if you're waiting for the school bus, temperatures ranging, sitting around -6, -7, does feel closer to -11 this morning. And again, we could see some of those light scattered flurries early this morning to start off your day. Into the afternoon, temperatures reaching a high of -2 today, so a very mild day on the way. This is very seasonal, so a break from the cold conditions that we have seen over the weekend to start off your work week. Much milder in the forecast for today. Very warm in Trenton, sitting at 2 degrees. 1 over in Kingston is your daytime high. The Valley -3 for today, -5 over in Kittigan-Zibi. So over the next 7 days, a little mixture of everything. Milder conditions today, and again, all that snow on the way. So we do have that snowfall warning in effect. We could see 10 upwards of 20 centimeters on the way for today. Into tomorrow, another 2 to 4 centimeters, but then colder temps on the way for Thursday. -9 is your daytime high. The great news is our food drive, of course, is happening Friday morning. We'll see nice clear skies, lots of sunshine on the way. So great conditions if you want to come on down and visit us here at 87 George Street. Then into the weekend, slightly colder with a chance of scattered flurries.
7-day weather forecast brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid Centers, celebrating over 80 years in family business.
Here's a live look at your drive-in right now, and of course we did see some snow overnight that is causing road conditions to be a little bit slick. The Queensway is looking fairly clear. It's the side street that could be a little bit slippery this morning. 417 eastbound, moderate slowdowns between Richmond through Pinecrest. 417 westbound, light backups at Nicholas. 174 westbound, slowdowns between Jeanne d'Arc and Montreal Road.
Well, Canadian Blood Services is looking for extra donations, especially during the holiday season. We have Jan from the organization and William, a donor, to tell us a little bit more about this. Good morning to you two.
Good morning.
So first, I really want to get people an understanding of what the difference is between a blood and a plasma donation. Can you speak to that a little bit, Jan?
Yeah, for sure. Well, plasma is known as liquid gold because of how many people it actually helps and how it helps to maintain the health of patients in Canada. And plasma itself makes up over 50% of our blood. So we have our red blood cells, our white blood cells, and our platelets. And what's left in between is our plasma. So that plasma is what we collect and how we help patients in Canada recover from treatment. So in Canada itself, we're expecting to see a 50% increase in the demand for plasma over the next 5 years. So the importance of donating plasma is there. And what we're out today to do is just encourage more people to book an appointment and come in and donate and make that contribution. The difference between donating blood and donating plasma is almost the same thing. If you've never donated before, you might not even notice the difference. There's a few more bells and whistles in the back, but basically it is very similar to a blood donation.
I love that. Yeah, if you've never donated before, then you won't even know what it is. You won't even know the difference, but it goes such a long way, especially helping those in need. And William, you've been a donor for a long time. Why do you find it so important? And walk us through what the process is like.
Yeah, so the process is quite easy, and you go to a center and the staff there is absolutely incredible. They will guide you through every step of the way. They'll answer questions and be patient for that. They'll take really good care of you over there. And I'm usually in and out of the center in under 90 minutes, and I know some have actually done it under 40. So that's nice and quick and simple. And at the end of the day, you're doing something that has a huge impact. Plasma does save lives, and even if you donate just a few times a year, you can definitely make a difference out there. And at the end of the day, you get to feel good about yourself and doing something that you've helped someone.
You know that it's having a direct response to help those in need. Is there something that sparked your initial reason for going to donate?
Yeah, so actually back in August of this year, my little daughter Charlotte, really brave 6-year-old girl, was diagnosed with an extremely rare autoimmune disease. And so pretty much right away she started needing plasma-based IVIG treatments. And that kind of sparked me, and motivated me to kind of do my part as a parent and go and do my first donation. And, she receives IVIG treatments every month, and I can say that the medicine's absolutely stabilized her condition and has improved her quality of life. And my dad as well has committed actually to doing weekly donations, and that's really been inspiring for us all.
Well, it's so powerful, right? So you see the need, you go through and experience yourself with your daughter, and then you have a direct response where you see where that plasma goes. It's so amazing to have stories like this, because this is where it hits home. And Jan, if people are looking to maybe donate for the first time or do the switch maybe to blood to plasma, where should they go? How should they get involved?
Yeah, first step would be to check your eligibility online at blood.ca. Then book an appointment. In Orleans, we have a beautiful center. It's new, it's gorgeous, it's a beautiful space, and we'd welcome you to come in. So we have a very large bed clinic there, so we can fill all the seats. And over the holidays, we are looking to book over 1,000 appointments between now and January 3rd. So we really do encourage people to come out and donate during that holiday season so that we're able to make sure that the patients have the products that they need when they need it.
Yeah, very important. As we just heard from William's story too, the plasma goes such a long way to helping those in need. Thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing your story today, Will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Melissa, over to you.
Well, coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa, 2 young entrepreneurs from Ottawa have launched a better version of a sweet treat. Their story just ahead. They're standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge, and we'll be learning more about that coming up next. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam this morning. A beautiful start to your Wednesday. Temps right now -6, feeling closer to -11. Snowfall warning on the way. We could see 10 to 20 centimeters by tomorrow morning. The Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive is happening this Friday right here at our studios at 87 George Street, and we are so excited to welcome back Interim CEO Natalie Spooner. We also have Oguchi here this morning, who is a family support resource worker. Good morning to you both. Good morning. So great to have you back as we learn more about the food bank and everything that you do. Let's first talk about food insecurity, because we know it just continues to grow.
Absolutely, and when we talk about food insecurity, we really know that when people need access to food, it's usually part of a bigger picture.
Yeah.
So it might be a cost of high rents, it could be loss of a job, or even an emergency. And so that's when we're talking about food insecurity, we really are talking about those services that help people not need to rely on the food bank.
And Oguchi, let's talk about some of the services that you do offer as well.
Oh, well, the wraparound services offer support in terms of unemployment, in terms of referral to resources, because sometimes there are resources that can help people overcome the challenges that result in food insecurity. But if they are unaware of those resources, they don't access them. That's why the wraparound support workers are there to refer them to those resources, to research on those resources and make recommendations, connect them with settlement services, employment counseling, and the likes. Just so we help them.
Have you seen a change over the last few years in terms of people needing these resources?
Yes, definitely. There's been an increase in people needing those resources. It's unfortunate, but it's good that we're there to help and support.
And so how could people help? Of course, we have our big food drive happening this Friday. We want everybody to come down. What are some ways that people can help the food bank?
Well, you can go online and donate. So you can donate at CTV Your Morning Ottawa Live. That's one way. You can also donate at the ottawafoodbank.ca. And again, coming down to our amazing event this coming Friday, December 12th, is going to be fantastic. You'll get to meet myself, the Ottawa Food Bank team, some of our volunteers, and the amazing staff here at the CTV Morning Live.
And we have some food on the table here this morning. Talk about some of the things that people are encouraged to bring down. Of course, everything is pretty much welcome in terms of non-perishable, but there are certain items that you encourage more than others.
Absolutely. When you're thinking of the items to bring, you're going to think what's healthy and nutritious. There's definitely some staple items that we rely on a lot. Things like pasta sauce, canned tomatoes. A really good one is peanut butter. But you can also think about other items like baby items like diapers or formula. Those things are so expensive now.
Very expensive nowadays, and of course they're much needed as well, because lots of these people who use the resources also have children, which we have to think about.
That's exactly it. I would say 37% of people who rely on the Ottawa Food Bank are children. And so knowing that that's an area that we need to help out a lot is really important for our community.
And the great thing as well, when people make a monetary donation, that helps you buy fresh food and vegetables.
Absolutely. Ottawa Food Bank spends about over $6 million on fresh food every year. And it really is important because that's the items that are more expensive. We do a lot of bulk buying, so we can really buy more of those food items when we need it.
And Oguchi, just tell us more about some of the resources that people can access with the food bank.
Well, I can't speak for all the food banks, but I know it's a process that is ongoing. Many food banks now have wraparound support workers on standby who are there when people come in. Again, the wraparound support workers build trust, build connections, and are able to help people who come to the food bank. So we have connections with employment counselors in places like OCISO, places like World Skills. We can refer people to them. We can also refer people to help people apply for things that they are not aware they need, refer people to mental health services, guidance counselors, and the likes.
So there's lots of variety of services that they can access. Amazing. Well, thank you both so much for joining us here today. We do want to remind everybody of our food drive that is happening this Friday here from 6 until 9 a.m. at 87 George Street. This is our location, and as you can see from years past, the community really does come out big for this. We're looking at massive donations, and it seems like every year we just get these huge donations from so many different groups and people within our community. So we're really hoping that everybody can come out this Friday, again, 6 till 9 a.m. I'm going to be outside, so please come and join me. It always warms my heart, especially when we're dealing with cold conditions. It makes me feel a lot warmer when people come down and donate. Rosie, over to you.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Cami and Mia are the young co-founders behind Flufforia, a family-run Canadian brand reinventing cotton candy using organic sugar and natural ingredients. With the help of their moms, they are bringing a better-for-you twist to a nostalgic treat, and they join us this morning. Cami, Mia, and of course, backup mom, Sheena. Good morning to you all. This is your creation, Cami and Mia, Flufforia. What is the mission of Flufforia, Cami?
I feel like it's to bring family fun for everyone and make people enjoy what is there.
There you go. I love that. Okay, so Mia, what makes your cotton candy different from others?
Well, we use natural ingredients because we before this business we would ask our parents, but it's just really bad for you, so we decided to start making our own.
I love this so much. But the thing is, I'm thinking about cotton candy and I think, I don't know, there's like 1 or 2 flavors, but you all have created a number of flavors. How many do you have there? I mean, what flavors can we talk about here, Cami?
So we have a caramel flavor, which is caramello, a blueberry flavor, which is blueberry.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah? Whoa.
Lemon flavor, limona. Maple Lynn flavor, maple. Cherry flavor, which is cherry, and orangeetta, which is an orange.
Okay, so you all came together creating these incredible flavors here. Something else, can I try? Can I take
yes,
a little
you
taste
can.
test? Yeah,
Yeah.
this one? Is this caramello?
Yes, this is caramello.
Caramello. Okay, I gotta try this. Okay, so Mia, I wanted to ask you about packaging. Oh, I can smell. Oh,
it's caramel.
Boy, here we go. It's gonna be so good.
That's my favorite for grown-ups.
Oh, wow. Packaging. I hear it's sustainable. Can you tell me about that? Why was that important for you to do that?
Well, since we really wanted it to be cute. So
good.
Yeah, so
And we try to source domestic products whenever possible. So these are manufactured in Canada, and we make the cotton candies ourselves right in Cumberland, Ontario. So all made right here. What do you think?
Honestly, this is absolutely amazing. Caramello, right now, my absolute favorite. I thought I just wanted, when I go to amusement park, I go, okay, give me the pink one. I didn't even know what flavor it was. Now, you can ask for caramello, and you can order this. Okay, I see a little bit of a beverage here. What's going on here?
So we're gonna do like a little recipe.
All right, you wanna make it for me?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
So I got that chocolate.
Go ahead, Cami. Okay.
Let's get some dish.
And you got a little bit of cotton candy. What flavor is that?
This is Mintina.
Okay.
Right over here. I'm gonna plop that in.
Oh, go ahead.
And then I'm gonna mix it.
Cami and Mia, you two are remarkable.
There we go.
So, if I wanted to buy this, how do I do it? How do I get my hands on some more of this caramello flaforia?
So you go to...
Try this. Can I try it?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
You go to flaforia.ca, and how you spell it, so you know where to go, is FLUFFORIA.
Yeah.
.ca.
.ca. There you go. This is wonderful. The hot chocolate.
Delicious.
On a snowy morning is absolutely so satisfying, very delicious, not too sweet, creamy, loving the flavor. And once again, you guys can tell, right? I really love this caramello, and I know that the other flavors are absolutely wonderful. You two, how old are you?
I'm only 7 years old.
7. How old are you?
9.
7 and 9, co-founders of Flaforia. Congratulations to you both, mom and other moms, doing very well, and dads too. Gotta compliment the dads as well. Really incredible creating this wonderful, like you said, organic sugar, Flaforia. You gotta look it up here. Local entrepreneurs, 7 and 9, Flaforia. If you want some more information, you want to order your cotton candy, and might I recommend the caramello? Do so, flaforia.ca. And coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, we are paging Dr. Paul to talk about potential safety hazards and the holidays. We're going to tell you more just ahead. Dr. Paul is standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge. Here's a live look from our Sky Cam on George Street. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. We'll be right back. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Rosie Edden.
Coming up on 7:30, I'm Will Aiello.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And it is another winter blast arriving here in the capital, and school buses have been canceled this morning in Renfrew County in eastern Ontario, but they are running here in Ottawa. The Ottawa Student Transportation says delays can be expected all day long, but schools remain open. This comes as the City of Ottawa crews are gearing up for another blast of winter.
We will be deploying everything that we have, so we're going to be looking at over 500 pieces of equipment. That's city staff, contracted staff, and we're really going to be focused on our priority road network and our sidewalks, as well as the winter cycling network.
For more details on when we can expect the snow and how much, as well as some warnings in place, let's send things over to Melissa Lamb in the Weather Center. What do you got for us?
We're expecting that snow to start within the next couple of hours. It looks like between 9 and 10 a.m. is when we are expecting that snow, but we could still see some flurries or some light drizzle early this morning. We do have a snowfall warning in effect, and it is quite extensive. It extends all the way out through Hawkesbury, Montreal, down through Cornwall, areas along the 401 through Brockville, Kingston, and Belleville, and areas out in the valley as well. And that's because we could see upwards of 15 up to 20 centimeters of snow today, right through into your day tomorrow. So I'll give you full details coming up in a few minutes.
It's budget day at Ottawa City Hall, with Ottawa councillors set to vote on the city spending plan. The budget includes a 3.75% hike to property taxes, which amounts to $166 for the average homeowner. There will also be a fare increase for OC Transpo, more money for police, while recreation, water, and garbage fees will tick up as well. Council will also look to approve a bid to designate the Byward Market a National Historic Site. The Byward Market opened in 1827 and is Ottawa's oldest commercial area. The city says the designation would be commemorative and would not come with any new regulations or permits. Councillors are hoping it would provide a boost in tourism to the area.
The FBI has released a new photo of Canadian fugitive and former Olympian Ryan Wedding. The FBI says the photo is believed to have been taken in Mexico during the summer. It is not clear who took the photo or how it was obtained by police, but investigators believe Wedding is still hiding out in Mexico under the protection of the Sinaloa cartel. Wedding is accused of running a transnational drug trafficking operation and is also accused of directing several murders in Ontario. There is a $15 million reward for information leading to his arrest or conviction.
Air Transat still has some catching up to do with its schedule after avoiding a pilot strike.
I've been on the phone, trying to see if they can get me started the next flight as soon as possible, but I've been on the phone for a couple of hours yesterday.
The airline says its priority is to fully restore operations after more than a dozen flights were canceled in anticipation of a possible strike. A tentative deal was reached just hours before this morning's strike deadline. It comes after a year of talks, with the union pushing for similar gains made by Air Canada and WestJet pilots in recent years. Terms of the tentative deal have not been released, and it still needs to be ratified. A vote is expected in the coming days.
This couple tied the knot where it all began for them.
We canceled the class, but everybody that was coming to the class came to the wedding.
Ed and Marlene met during a water aerobics class at their local YMCA 3 years ago.
Their classmates came out, and the pool's aquatics director even officiated, all while other swimmers stuck with their daily routines in the lanes behind them.
That's amazing.
Oh, come on.
This is just classic. Right? These are just the stories that we love to share and love to hear for the first time for us usually, too.
Yeah. Right? Adorable.
Oh, so great. The local pool is getting some love.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Well, our forecast today, some people may love, some people may not, depending on if you like a whole bunch of snow. At least it will be much milder in through your day ahead. So right now, we could still see some light scattered flurries this morning, some light drizzle to start off your day. You can see these little white pockets here on our satellite radar screen. That's some light flurries, again, some drizzle. The snow starting around 9-10 o'clock this morning, so we're expecting it to start very shortly, and it's going to continue to snow throughout your day ahead. Very light at first, so we'll see periods of very light snow snow from this morning until about 5 o'clock, so some light snow falling, and then it will get heavier in through your evening hours. So some dark purple bands into your evening hours overnight. That's when we're expecting snow at its heaviest, is later on tonight and through your overnight and early tomorrow morning. And we are expecting quite a bit of snow as well. We could see 5 to 10 this afternoon, another 5 to 10 this evening, bringing that total to about 20 centimeters by the time we head into tomorrow morning. And it will continue to snow right through until tomorrow as well, but it will start to taper off early in the morning tomorrow, and then we'll see some light snow into the day ahead, and we could see about 2 to 4 centimeters in total. Do have that snowfall warning in effect, and that's because of how much snow we are expecting, upwards of 20 centimeters, and it is extensive. It goes through Montreal, out in the valley, and areas down and along the 401 as well. Temperatures, at least they're mild to start off your morning. We've seen much colder temperatures earlier throughout the week. A milder start. Right now we're sitting at -6, does feel closer to -12 this hour. Very mild in Trenton, Kingston, sitting at 0 and 1 degree. So for kids looking for your recess forecast, of course, we know that school is still on for today. We are expecting some light snow to start off your morning. Temperatures having around -5, -4. Then as we head into the afternoon, warming up to a high of -2 today, and we are expecting that snow to last all day long. So some fresh snow for recess in through your day ahead. And over the next couple of days, we are expecting that snow to linger into tomorrow. Overnight, dropping to -9 into your day tomorrow. That is our daytime high, so temperatures won't warm up into the afternoon. They'll hold steady at -9 into your day ahead. We are expecting that snow to taper off into the morning, then some light flurries into the afternoon. We could see 2 to 4 centimeters. Everything clearing up as we head into Friday, so we will end off the work week with some sunshine, mix of sun and cloud, a high of -6. As we head into the weekend, temperatures not so bad for Saturday, but cold in through Sunday.
No complaints for people that are very excited for the ski and snowboard season. The hill's getting lots of love over the next 24 hours. Taking a look at your roads at this hour, too. That snowfall that's going to be really heavy hasn't begun just yet, so the roads are looking pretty clear. A tip, though, make sure you have plenty of windshield washer fluid into your vehicle, especially if you're heading to work. Your commute home will definitely be impacted as we see that up to maybe 15, 20 centimeters of some snowfall. So making sure we are as prepared as possible. Snow beginning shortly. If anything happens throughout the morning, we will be sure to let you know.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers. 1-800-JUSTICE.
And we are paging Dr. Paul this morning as he is joining us with some top Christmas safety tips. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Melissa. Good morning.
And it's a beautiful time of the year, but there's lots of things that make it very unsafe throughout your home. So you're going to break it down for us today.
Yes, I am. Yeah. Let's start with a Christmas tree.
Christmas tree.
A couple of things. Very shiny, you know, you call these things here very attractive.
Yeah,
and so important to have it somewhere safe, somewhere it can't be toppled over, and maybe a little gate or you're tying it down. That's one thing.
Okay.
And then electrical is very important. Again, all the stuff that I'm going to talk to you about, I've seen in emergency rooms.
Okay.
So little children choking on a light bulb.
Yeah.
Okay. Chewing on a light bulb, chewing on an electric wire. So aside from the electric wiring safety, also be aware that these are also choking hazards, dangerous to children as well. Tree as well, ornaments.
Yeah.
Okay, these little small ornaments, these hooks can, you know, choke a child. This thing can come off from the actual ball itself, let's say, and choke a child as well. These can break and cut a child. Child bites into it. And by the way, this applies to pets as well.
Yes, it's true. It's so true.
So then that's the tree safety. So again, glittery, looks like toys, so you can see children are attracted to it, right?
We changed when we got kids. When we had kids, we changed all of our Christmas ornaments to the strings and plastic balls.
The plastic ones, exactly. A good idea. It's a good idea as well.
We still have them in place.
So then under the tree, right? You got the gifts. So very often we tend to put the gifts under the tree a couple days before. Again, if kids have access to them, the kids can choke on this. The tinsel, little parts of the bow. That is even toxic as well. This is toxic. Now, this is wrapping paper. And the reason I put the wrapping paper there is because a lot of people tend to open up the gifts and put it in the fireplace. Toxic fumes come off. So you should not be doing that because there's a lot of paint on these things. So a lot of people tend to do that, so they shouldn't be doing that. Don't do that. Then you're kind of home safety, so you're decorating your home. So candles, obviously, we talk about it for Halloween and other stuff. So they should be electrical, but don't. And if you're going to light them, if you have a real candle, make sure that you observe it all the time. Kids don't go to it, and extinguish it when you go to bed.
Okay, sounds good.
Plant safety. I've got a whole thing on plant safety on my website.
True.
Poinsettias, can choke a child. They're dangerous. Even other Christmas rhododendron and mistletoe can also be dangerous as well. So children can choke on the leaf, choke on the little seeds as well.
Okay, so keep that in mind.
Yes.
And last but not least, some party items.
Party items. So again, we talked last week choking, so there could be choking hazards, leaving things around in a buffet. You got people coming over, you're going to other people's homes.
Right.
Kids can choke on peanuts, olive pits, toothpicks, we talked about it last week.
Yep.
And then finally, drinking, okay? So let's talk about little people first, kids. We've seen kids inadvertently, grab a drink that was left half full, drink, half a glass of gin, for example.
No.
Yeah, and end up in the hospital.
Okay.
So make sure you do that. And the other thing too is if you're having a party, you tend to go to bed, leave everything lying around. Kids get up a bit earlier, so make sure that they're not available.
So dispose of everything.
And then for the older people, obviously, for adults, don't drink and drive, obviously. Be a good host, perhaps be a bartender, offer food, offer non-alcoholic beverages. But again, got kids, especially at home or other people's parties, grandmas, it's not baby-proof. Be sure that you're aware.
All right, thank you so much for joining us
pleasure.
today and helping us stay safe this holiday season. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass sky cam this morning. Tomorrow it's going to look like a snow globe outside as we are expecting snow on the way, 10 to 20 centimeters in the forecast for us, so there is a snowfall warning in effect.
Look at that, I just jumped into the spot, just like Taylor Swift would do. Now, for all the Taylor Swift fans, this weekend's Swift Market combines all your favorite things in one place. And joining us today to tell us all about it is co-organizer Lisa McNulty. Good morning to
good morning.
you. Good morning. So this is called, what is it?
Swiftmas.
Swiftmas.
Yes, we're here. It's Christmas-themed holiday market, but a Swiftie theme.
Okay, a Swiftie theme. So tell us about the market.
Great. So it's going to be this weekend, this Saturday. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Orchard View. It's a beautiful venue. It's located in Greeley. We're going to actually be hosting it on Taylor's birthday.
No way.
Yeah, so actually this coming Saturday is Taylor's birthday. We're also going to be streaming the docu-series that's coming out.
That is?
Yes. So
when is that coming out?
That's coming out Friday, but we're streaming it at the market on Saturday.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So that is her most incredible tour.
Yes.
I think it grossed the most out of any artist, like over $2 billion.
Kind of a big deal.
So you've got, yeah, kind of big deal. So you've got that happening as well, the screening of that.
Yeah.
How old is Taylor Swift going to be?
Oh my goodness, she's born in 1989, right?
So 1989. Everybody want to do the math here?
37?
37.
Yeah, you got it, 37.
Wow, that is crazy.
I know, it's
Very
gonna be great.
nice.
So we're going to be celebrating Taylor. We have free entry, free parking. We're giving back to CHIO as well with the market.
Yes.
So that's always very important too.
Okay, I love that. Actually, she's turning 36. I did the math again. I did the math. 36. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, we don't want to age her anymore. I mean, she's forever youthful, of course. What will you have on display here and for sale at the market?
I do Swiftie soy candles. So these are my Swiftie soy candles. They're named after her lyrics. So right here we have, or her song titles. We have Opalite Glow, we have Actually Romantic, The Life of a Showgirl, all the different themed song titles I incorporate into my candles. So they have a wooden wick, essential oils, they burn really clean. And then I also do these ornaments. A local Ontario vendor, Vincent and Jules, has these Swiftie ornaments for your tree. So check that list off your shopping list if for the Swiftie in your life. They make for great stocking stuffers.
Okay.
And I have ornaments and candles for sale at the market.
It's all about love. It's all about friendship, right? That's what it is, this whole market.
Yeah, absolutely.
And about giving back as well. What's this here?
So CHIO, so since we have free parking and free entry, we are encouraging folks to give back this time of year. CHIO is very important to us and near and dear to our hearts. So in the spirit of giving, some of our vendors are donating proceeds back to CHIO of their sales. And then also we're doing friendship bracelet making stations, which is complimentary as well. So we're encouraging everybody to give back this time of year.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I'm going to keep on moving, keep on shopping here. We got some Stitch Delights here. Good morning to you, Amanda.
So this is my business, Main Stitch Designs.
Okay.
I do all things embroidery, including embroidered apparel. I like to make designs based off things that I enjoy, and as a big Taylor Swift fan myself, I find a lot of inspiration through her lyrics. So.
Oh, okay. So give me an example.
So this is one of my nearest and dearest to my heart. It says to live for the hope of it all. It's from August, from Folklore.
Oh, it is from Folklore.
Yeah.
Nice earthy feel to it. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Did that?
Yes.
That's great.
Thank you so
wanted
much.
to show us something on your back of your jacket
this
there?
This is my jacket.
Wow.
I made this for the concert last year.
Wow, the Eras Tour.
It's always fun to have an excuse to wear it again, but I do all kinds of custom stuff as well, including this. So,
okay, and you'll be at the market?
I'll be at the market.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
There's a little bit of food happening just a little bit of ways there. So Amanda, thank you so much. I'm just going to keep doing a little bit of walking here. Bread, cookies, scones?
Scones.
Oh, how are you? What do you have here?
So I'm M Sourdough Delights, and I basically bake everything I like to eat. So sourdough breads, cookies, scones, cinnamon rolls, and pizza dough. So I brought for you today my plain loaf, and I have my seasonal scones. So there's maple pecan, cranberry orange, raspberry white chocolate, and gingerbread molasses. And a couple of my cookies, which is a brown butter chocolate chip sea salt cookie and a ginger molasses cookie.
So what's Taylor Swift's favorite cookie?
So Taylor Swift is a sourdough gal.
Oh,
so she recently
there you go.
announced that she loves sourdough and she makes it as a hobby.
So there you go.
That's how I fit in.
There you go. Exactly. And you got the friendship bracelets, of course, just for decoration. We love that. That's wonderful.
So I wanted to show how to cut a loaf of bread.
Oh, yeah. Please, go ahead. Show me how we do that.
So when you get a loaf of this shape, everyone's like, how do I cut this?
Oh, so you go that way.
Yeah, so you cut it in half.
And sourdough is so good for you, too.
Oh, my God, it's amazing. It's great for your gut, so lots of gut health. It's cold-proofed and fermented. Ooh, look at that crumb.
And you see those air bubbles? That means like it's
perfect.
Right, it is, right? It's not going through like a machine. It's sort of handmade. Oh, can I take a piece of that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to cut you off.
Oh, Emily, thank you so much.
So you put it face down, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you cut slices
this way.
way.
I get you. That's how you do it.
Yeah, and then you get amazing slices.
Then you get a nice sourdough, something.
Look
a
at
big
that.
fan of Taylor
Cheers.
Swift. Cheers. I'm going to take a little bite here.
Tell me what you think.
Emily.
There's no butter, but.
No, it's okay. There's flavor in this. This sourdough is kicking in. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emily. Thank you, Amanda. And thank you, Lisa. That is just like a taste of what's going to be offered at the market. This is so great. And Swiftmas is happening this weekend, 10 to 2. You see the info there. There's so many Taylor Swift-inspired items. And then just go for the friendship, too, and maybe pick up a couple of local items.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you. Hey, happy Swiftmas.
Merry Swiftmas.
Thank you.
Melissa, over to you.
Well, coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, Will got the chance to take a look inside the Amazon Fulfillment Center here in Ottawa. We bring you our second visit coming up.
Welcome back, everybody. We are continuing our tour at the amazing Amazon facility, highlighting their same-day delivery right here in the capital. And, of course, with our special guest, Ottawa Senators veteran, Claude Giroux. All right, we have returned to Amazon now. Chris is going to tell us about where we're at, because first, Claude was getting the packages already, but now the same-day delivery, this is where they come.
Well, Claude is having so much fun with us that he decided to stay and check out our same-day delivery area. We take delivery very seriously at Amazon, so seriously that we've reconfigured a whole section of our fulfillment center that's just dedicated to getting same-day delivery orders out the door. So with those 4 windows, that's where it happens right here. And today, maybe your order is autographed by Claude.
Never know.
You never know.
Yeah, what do you think? What does that feel like? What's something in there?
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty light. I mean, this is kind of crazy, same-day delivery, but yeah, I might have to try it tonight.
Even thinking about like when we used to order things to now, it's like, oh, you might get it in 5 to 7 days. Because I know it's both of our first times in here.
Yeah.
Is this not insane?
Yeah, I mean, I'm better at opening up Amazon packages than actually packing them, but it's been pretty cool.
Claude is very generous because we also are giving back today. That's something that's very important about Amazon. We care about the local community. So we have the Ottawa Food Bank and the Barrhaven Food Pantry, who is here with us today, and they're going to be getting a donation of some essential items, and Claude is going to be helping us present that. So it's about same-day delivery, and it's also about giving back to the local community.
It's so amazing, and you know, someone's going to be going home with not just their Amazon package, but also something signed by Claude as well. He's going off and signing some packages, so it's just such a wonderful day. Claude, thank you for stopping by and doing this, and thank you for everything that you've done, because this is such a fun time of year.
Thank you for being here, and it is absolutely one of the most exciting times of year at Amazon. Woo!
We don't have any milestones to celebrate this morning, but we want to remind you to send yours in. If you have a milestone, celebrate it with us. This is for birthday announcements for kids turning 13 years old or younger, or for those turning 100 years or more. Wedding anniversaries as well. For those celebrating 50 years or more, all you have to do is send us an email, Your Morning Ottawa Milestones at ctv.ca, and we'll be sure to get your announcement on the air. Here's a live look through at our Skycam this morning. Not a bad start to your day. -6 right now, feeling closer to -11.
It's Wednesday, December 10th. A snowfall warning is in effect from Environment Canada, with up to 20 centimeters expected later today.
It is a sigh of relief for travelers today as Air Transit avoids a strike by its pilots' union.
We introduce you to Canada's best known Pink Floyd tribute group, Comfortably Numb. Comfortably Numb joins us ahead of their local show. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now.
Good morning. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Rosie Enda.
I'm Willie Yellow.
And I'm Alyssa Lamb.
And we've been talking about the weather throughout the day today, a little bit more than usual, because we are expecting a lot of snowfall. So an update for you. School buses have been canceled this morning in Renfrew County in Eastern Ontario, but they are running here in Ottawa. The Ottawa Student Transportation says delays can be expected throughout the day, but all schools remain open. This comes as the City of Ottawa crews are gearing up for another blast of weather.
We will be deploying everything that we have, so we're going to be looking at over 500 pieces of equipment. That's city staff, contracted staff, and we're really going to be focused on our priority road network and our sidewalks, as well as the winter cycling network.
And I know all of you wondering, how much are we getting and how long will it last? We're going to head over to Melissa Lamb as she provides us with some details and a warning in place.
That's right, and we could start to see the snow fall within the next hour. So anywhere between 9 and 10 a.m. is when we're expecting it to fall. It will be light at first before it gets a little bit heavier into the afternoon. And we do have a snowfall warning in effect, and that's because of how much snow we are expected to see. This warning extends through areas of Montreal along the 401 as well, including Cornwall, Brockville, Kingston, all the way out through Belleville and into the valley. And we could see upwards of 15 to 20 centimeters of snow on the way today and through to tomorrow. Full breakdown in a few minutes, but right now, back to your news headlines.
Thank you, Melissa. It's budget day at Ottawa City Hall, with Ottawa councillors set to vote on the city's spending plan. The budget includes a 3.75% hike to property taxes, which amounts to $166 for the average homeowner. There will also be a fare increase for OC Transpo, more money for police, while recreation, water, and garbage fees will tick up as well. Council will also look to approve a bid to designate the Byward Market a National Historic Site. The Byward Market opened in 1827 and is Ottawa's oldest commercial area. The city says the designation would be commemorative and would not come with any new regulations or permits. Councillors are hoping it would provide a boost in tourism to the area.
As the federal government looks at possible changes to the hybrid work rules for public servants, the city is also preparing for employees to return to the office full-time in the new year. As of January 1st, all city employees will be required to work in the office 5 days a week, but the city says there will be some flexibility with that. Managers are currently reviewing hybrid work requests on a case-by-case basis. We have reaction, and it continues after the news that the Ottawa Senators have hired a lobbying firm to speak with the federal and provincial governments about a new arena at LeBreton Flats. The owner has said there are still no discussions about injecting tax dollars into the new arena, but even the thought of pitching in financially has sparked a wide range of reaction from taxpayers.
We have so many issues. This is not one of them. Like, this is fun and it's enjoyable, but it's not where our taxpayer dollars should be going right now.
We ante up the city, so why not for something that's going to, people are going to love it when it's all done. So yes, all ante up.
It is worth noting that Sen's leadership has maintained it does not expect taxpayers to foot the bill for a new arena.
Some anxious holiday travelers can breathe a little easier. Just hours short of a strike by Air Transat pilots, negotiators have reached a tentative deal. If ratified by the pilots, it will mean avoiding a strike during one of Air Transat's busiest and most lucrative periods. Union members are expected to vote on the agreement in the coming days. The Ontario government will fund hip and knee replacement surgeries at a private clinic in Ottawa over the next 2 years. It's part of a plan to reduce wait times and support more publicly funded orthopedic surgeries. A private group of surgeons has been performing orthopedic surgeries on weekends at the Ottawa Hospital's Riverside campus since 2023. The Ministry of Health says further details about where upcoming surgeries will happen will be shared in the near future.
A Conservative pipeline motion has been defeated in the House of Commons, with the Liberals calling it a political stunt.
It's a no vote against the Conservatives playing games and creating optics and wasting parliamentary time when they should be voting on things that are way more important.
This was the Conservatives' last opportunity of the year to force a vote on an issue that they deemed pressing. The motion supported the construction of new pipelines, but the Liberals said they couldn't support it because, in their view, it cherry-picked pieces of the Prime Minister's Memorandum of Understanding with Alberta. The Bloc Québécois, NDP, and Greens also voted against the motion. And there are new blue and black bin recycling rules coming to the capital in the brand new year. The city is shifting responsibility to an outside source, but says the public should be pleased to know that more things can go in the bins more than ever before. So under the new program, residents will be able to recycle more, including flexible plastic packaging like plastic bags, chip bags, and bubble wrap, foam packaging such as meat trays, takeout containers, and cups, and tubes such as toothpaste, deodorant, and hand cream.
By putting the cost on the producer, it's hoped that, they'll think about what materials that they're packaging things with so that we don't see so much going towards our landfills.
And the bins will stay the same, and your pickup day won't change as well. But if your recycling is missed, complaints will go directly to the contractor, who is Miller Waste.
After the official draw last night, Atletico Ottawa now knows who they will face in the first round of the 2026 CONCACAF Championship.
B6 beats.
Atletico will compete in the CONCACAF Champions Cup for the first time in club history, having qualified as Canadian Premier League champions in a game that brought them worldwide recognition for playing in the middle of a snowstorm. Remember that? Round one of the competition will be held in February 2026, where Atletico Ottawa will host its home leg. It is yet to be announced.
New to the capital, snowy views, cozy vibes, and a tasty meal being served up in gondolas along the Ottawa River.
The Grand Pizzeria at Westboro Beach, along with Kitchissippi Mikan Parkway, has swapped its summer patio for 5 authentic Swiss Alps gondolas. Okay, so up to 4 customers can be seated inside and dine while enjoying scenic views of the Ottawa River.
Patrons can enjoy the restaurant's full menu while keeping warm in the heated gondolas that is said to come with a rustic charm. And I think that's the main point there. It's like you get the winter vibes with the delicious food, but you do get to stay warm. It's such a cool concept here in the capital.
Yeah, and it's funny. I was just talking about this yesterday, and I was like, I think we should go one day.
Yep.
And check it out, right? I think it'd be so fun.
Yeah, I'm like, where else can you see that? Like, that's only in Canada. You get the gondolas in the winter, have a little dinner.
Absolutely, and the views as well.
The view is beautiful and it's warm, so no complaining, just eating and enjoying.
I love it. And beautiful views tomorrow when we have some fresh snow.
That's
going to be
right.
in the forecast. It will be absolutely stunning. And we are expecting to see that snow within the next hour. So it could start around 9 o'clock. Anywhere between 9 and 10 is when we're expecting that snow. Still could see a few scattered flurries and a little bit of light drizzle out there this morning. And then the big snowstorm starting between 9 and 10 o'clock this morning. We'll start to see that snow light at first. So we will see light snow to start things off into your late morning, early afternoon. And then it will begin to be a little bit heavier later on today. So this is around 3 p.m. We're seeing some darker purple bands. That's when we will see snow heavier, and that will kind of continue in through the evening overnight. So most of the heavy snow late this afternoon into your evening hours and overnight, and then it will kind of taper off overnight and early tomorrow morning, but could still see some flurries lingering in through your Thursday forecast as well. So we are expecting that snow to start in the next couple of hours and continue right through into your day tomorrow as well. So we are expecting significant snow on the way, and that's why we do have this snowfall warning in effect. Environment Canada has issued this snowfall warning right through to Montreal, Hawkesbury, Cornwall, areas along the 401, all the way to Belleville and areas out in the valley as well. And that's because we could see upwards of 15 to 20 centimeters of snow in the forecast for us. Our model is showing about 11.5, so around 12 centimeters of snow for us here in the city. Areas in Cornwall could see upwards of almost 15 centimeters of snow, about 8 out in the valley. We could see about 10.8 centimeters over at Kittigan-Zibi. So really ranging depending on where you are living throughout the city, but we could still see upwards of 20 centimeters of snow on the way. Temps right now -6, so it's not too bad to start off your morning. Feels closer to -11 this hour. Very mild down in areas along Kingston, Trenton. They'll reach daytime highs of 2 and 1 degree today, so above that freezing mark for us here in the city. Fairly mild, so at least it's going to be beautiful to be out in the fresh snow, and if you have to do some shoveling later on, it's not going to be overly cold. Temperatures hovering around -2 into the afternoon. We'll feel closer to -5. -5 is where temperatures will hover in Kittigan-Zibi. So over the next couple of days, we're going to see a mixture of everything. We have the mild conditions today, all that snow on the way, so a snowfall warning in effect, 10 to 20 centimeters of snow. Could see another 2 to 4 into your day tomorrow, but then colder conditions for your Thursday. Temps will linger around -9 into the afternoon. Not so bad for Friday. Of course, we know it's our food drive happening here at 87 George Street, so come down and visit us. Skies will be nice and clear throughout your morning hours and highs of -6. Then into through the weekend, we could see a few more scattered flurries. Here's a look at your drive-in. Side streets are still a little bit slippery since we did see some snow yesterday in the overnight, but the Queensway is looking nice and clear. We still have some slowdowns to report, though, this morning if you are heading out on the drive-in. 417 eastbound, a little bit heavy from Pinecrest through Maitland this morning. 417 westbound, moderate delays between Vanier Parkway and Nicholas, and slowdowns between Jeanne d'Arc and Montreal Road on the 174 westbound. I think a lot of people trying to work from home this afternoon.
Dog lovers might say there are few situations that can't be made better by a four-legged friend, and now that even extends to court appearances. CTV's Leah LaRocque on a new therapy dog program at the Elgin Street Courthouse.
When Kaboom enters the courthouse, there is no judgment or objections.
If there's a need and we can help, we're going to send you in. The power of dog.
The retired racing greyhound, now turned therapy dog, offers support in some of life's most challenging moments.
The story of Kaboom, that he's, tried to be a running dog, but couldn't quite turn the corners. And I would tell my clients that, and I think they almost would relate to that, okay, even this dog's not perfect.
Defense lawyer Kate Irving knows how powerful Kaboom's gentle demeanor can be for her clients.
That trial lasted for weeks, and that made a huge difference for my client to just be able to meaningfully participate and be there and deal with the very serious charges that he was facing.
There are about a dozen dogs, including Danny Girl, the Bichon.
She just, is quiet and resourceful.
Or Clara, the Golden Retriever.
I've seen her stay an hour with someone crying. Just doesn't move, doesn't talk, no judgment, just there to help.
Part of the program that started as a pilot about 10 years ago, now a staple here, completely run by volunteers. Fundraising efforts only covering parking at the courthouse.
Once in the courtroom, dogs like Kaboom will go to somebody who's testifying or a victim in a case, and he'll sit beside them, calming them, sometimes sitting there for hours. Some trials can even last for months.
The dog's helping staff and visitors here too.
We deal with heavy stuff, and when the dogs comes, you can feel the pressure go down, the shoulders go down, and the stress go away.
I think they're a great resource for any victim who needs the support. It's offered.
These dogs helping provide the paw in order to anyone who needs it.
Just to remind them that, hey, you're not alone. I'm here.
Leah LaRocque, CTV News.
Difficult times. Love that story so much. Well, coming up, we tell you why you should consider getting your flour locally with Ottawa Valley Grain Products. Our guest is standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Delorier kitchen. That's coming up shortly, and we'll take a look at some delicious food. But first, we're going to take a peek outside through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam, and the snowfall warning remains in place for the greater Ottawa area. Snow should be falling in the next hour or so, up to a potential of 20 centimeters. Get ready, friends. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Tis the season to lend a helping hand, Ottawa.
Join us for the CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive on Friday, December 12th. We're teaming up with the Ottawa Food Bank to help our neighbors this holiday season.
Drop off your non-perishable food items at 87 George Street or make a monetary donation, allowing the Ottawa Food Bank to buy what's needed most when it's needed.
CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive, December 12th, proudly sponsored by Doyle Saluski.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, I'm Sanaya Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford dealership, and Ontario's #1 Ford EV dealer.
Welcome back, everybody. A full circle moment for Indigenous and specifically Inuit groups, as a total of 62 items of artifacts have been repatriated from the Vatican. CTV's Dylan Dyson has details on the centerpiece that's at least a century old.
Dwayne and Daryl, do you want to do the honors?
A repatriation decades in the making.
You're looking at something that is a part of our history, but also Inuvialuit and Inuit across Inuit Nunagat still harvest in very similar ways.
This kayak, believed to be between 100 and 125 years old and taken by explorers from Canada's north, was being held by the Vatican.
I know Minister Melanie Joly and Prime Minister Trudeau both intervened directly with Pope Francis and with the highest levels of the Catholic Church, specifically on this item. That somehow morphed into a larger conversation that led to 61 other items being identified by the Catholic Church to be repatriated.
An essential piece of Inuit culture and life taken from a community without permission.
One of the explorers came to the region seeing the item, and this may be one of the ways that it was collected.
The items that were taken from us or taken from our grave sites or taken forcibly, those are of concern and consideration to us.
You can see beluga oil stains around the cockpit here.
The return of these items to Canadian soil, a crucial part of reconciliation with Canada's Indigenous peoples. And there's more symbolism with this repatriation. Canada's Minister of Sport, a former Olympic paddler who won gold in the kayak, recognizes his own achievement has been made possible by the innovation of the Inuit.
The repatriation is, it's part of the calls to action. It's part of the agreement that was made with respect to the apology that the Pope undertook, and it's a great day.
But the 62 repatriated artifacts will not be put on display, but rather returned in time to the communities they were taken from.
This is going to be a process that will take months, maybe perhaps years, to fully understand and attribute each of the items where it belongs.
We're ready to
be the custodians of the items for as long as needed.
Dylan Dyson, CTV News.
We are heading outside from our Skycam on George Street. Snow is on the way in the next hour or so. Snowfall warning remains in effect for Greater Ottawa. We still got about 35 minutes left. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Continuing our coverage with Amazon this morning, I got to speak to them about a new update to their service that will make things easier for Ottawa shoppers ahead of the holidays. Amazon is expanding its same-day delivery service in the Ottawa area with new addition of afternoon delivery windows, providing Prime members with more choice and flexibility around when their packages will arrive. And joining us today, we have Octavia Rufagales from Amazon to take us through these exciting new offerings. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, exciting times for us. Tell us more about this same-day delivery that Amazon is now offering.
For sure. So as you just mentioned, we have expanded our windows of delivery throughout the day. So we've added 2 new windows for Ottawa customers. So if you're in an eligible postal code in the Ottawa region, you can now, for the most part, get your items. You order them in the morning and you get them delivered by night. Or if you forget something last minute, you can order it in the night and get it delivered the next morning.
Okay, so that's really exciting. And here's kind of what you can expect with those new delivery windows. I want to know, what is Ottawa getting when they're looking for that same-day delivery service?
For sure. So Ottawa customers have enjoyed the service for the longest time.
Okay.
And it has evolved to, have more selection and more adaptability to what Ottawa customers' needs. So we see a lot of pet items. That's definitely a favorite, especially
Makes
pet food,
sense.
dog, cat food. Some beauty items as well. We have here some sunscreen, those last minute things for traveling especially. I think a lot of people use it for that. Some snacks for kids, wellness, hydration products. We have electronics. I myself suffered from this a few weeks ago. I was traveling, forgot all my chargers back home, realized on the plane, got them delivered to my hotel, and by the night I had them.
Oh,
so
that's incredible.
Amazing. And then, of course, coffee.
Coffee is one of those things you always forget you're out of until the moment you want it. So that's a great service that you're offering. Tell us more about how people can get these items delivered right to their door the same day.
Yeah, so we've made it very easy right now. We've recently launched our same-day storefront. So if you go to amazon.ca/same day, you can see all the items that are available for same-day delivery. This goes from, household essentials. We see paper towels, we see toilet paper, we see garbage bags, fashion, electronics, multiple categories, just showcasing the selection that we have at Amazon.
Okay.
And then you can just pick there, and as long as you order by certain times, you get them for sure delivered throughout the day.
And do you need to be a Prime member to access this service?
So Prime members do get this service for free with no hidden fee. No extra cost, so definitely a great way to make the most out of your Prime membership. And you also get all those things that we already know and love, like Prime Video, Amazon Music Prime, free DoorDash Pass membership. So lots of value there. So if you're not a Prime member, definitely a great way to start your Prime journey.
Right.
Just go to amazon.ca/Prime. You may be eligible for a 30-day trial, free trial, and then you're all set for $9.99 a month or $99 a year.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Octavia, for joining us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it's so great too because it's amazing to think of how far we've come.
Yeah.
We're now in a world where everyone wants something right now. The fact that you can order something and get it that afternoon is wild.
Yeah, that is fast service.
Especially things like your coffee, because I was just mentioning it's one of those things that you kind of forget you're out until you go to drink and you're like, oh, and as a parent you need that coffee fix.
Yes.
Or just for anybody. I know you're not a parent and you need your coffee fix.
Morning crew understands. Yes, we all understand.
That's really good. That's great that they have that. We are going to take a live look through our Skycam right now and see how it's shaping up. Melissa calling for quite a bit of snow. In fact, Environment Canada has issued a snowfall warning. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. We'll be right back. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Will Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And lots of snowfall on the way. Great for the ski and snowboard hills.
Yes.
Great for that restaurant, the Grand, opening up a gondola service where you can have dinner from the Grand, but stay warm inside. That's so cool.
I love that idea.
Little date night, romance.
Looking for that. Looking forward to it. And I always think that this city just sparkles when it snows. It's just like a giant snow globe, and that's what we're in for later on today. I know you have to be careful on the roads. I love it. I love it. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, hey, we live in the capital of Canada. We know what's coming. But due to that weather, some school buses have been canceled this morning in Renfrew County in Eastern Ontario, but they are running here in Ottawa. The Ottawa Student Transportation says delays can be expected throughout the day, but the schools remain open. This comes as City of Ottawa crews are gearing up for another blast of winter weather.
We will be deploying everything that we have, so we're going to be looking at over 500 pieces of equipment. That's city staff, contracted staff, and we're really going to be focused on our priority road network and our sidewalks, as well as the winter cycling network.
And we know you want to know, when's it coming and how much are we seeing? We are going to shoot over to Melissa Lamb in the Weather Center to provide us some details.
That's right. And we do have a snowfall warning in effect. This was issued by Environment Canada, and it is quite extensive. It goes all the way to areas in Montreal, including Hawkesbury, Cornwall, and down along the 401 to Brockville, Belleville, Kingston area, and out through the valley, and for us here in Ottawa as well. And that's because we could see 15 to 20 centimeters of snow. We are expecting that snow to start anywhere between 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning. So within the next hour, we could start to see that snow falling, and we will see that snowfall right through until your date tomorrow. I'll break down all those details in a few minutes.
Thank you, Melissa. It is budget day at Ottawa City Hall, with Ottawa councillors set to vote on the city's spending plan. The budget includes a 3.75% hike to property taxes, which amounts to $166 for the average homeowner. There will also be a fare increase for OC Transpo, more money for police, while recreation, water, and garbage fees will tick up as well. Council will also look to approve a bid to designate the Byward Market a National Historic Site. The Byward Market opened in 1827 and is Ottawa's oldest commercial area. The city says the designation would be commemorative and would not come with any new regulations or permits. Councillors are hoping it would provide a boost in tourism to the area.
The FBI has released a new photo of Canadian fugitive and former Olympian Ryan Wedding. The FBI says the photo is believed to have been taken in Mexico during the summer. It's not clear who took the photo or how it was obtained by police, but investigators believe Wedding is still hiding out in Mexico under the protection of the Sinaloa cartel. Wedding is accused of running a transnational drug trafficking operation and is also accused of directing several murders in Ontario. There is a $15 million reward for information leading to his arrest or conviction.
Air Transat still has some catching up to do with its schedule after avoiding a pilot strike.
I've been on the phone, trying to see if they can get me started the next flight as soon as possible, but I've been on the phone for a couple of hours yesterday.
The airline says its priority is to fully restore operations after more than a dozen flights were canceled in anticipation of a possible strike. A tentative deal was reached just hours before this morning's strike deadline. It comes after a year of talks with the union pushing for similar gains made by Air Canada and WestJet pilots in recent years. Terms of the tentative deal have not been released, and it still needs to be ratified. A vote is expected in the coming days.
There are new blue and black bin recycling rules coming to the capital in the new year. The city is shifting responsibility to an outside source, but says the public should be pleased to know that more things can go in the bin than ever before. Under the program, residents will be able to recycle more, including flexible plastic, like plastic bags, chip bags, bubble wrap, foam packaging such as meat trays, takeout containers and cups, and tubes such as toothpaste, deodorant, and hand cream.
By putting the cost on the producer, it's hoped that, they'll think about what materials that they're packaging things with so that we don't see so much going towards our landfills.
The bins will stay the same and your pickup day won't change. If your recycling is missed, though, complaints will go directly to the contractor, which is Miller Waste.
After the official draw last night, Atletico Ottawa now knows who they will face in the first round of the 2026 CONCACAF Champions Cup.
B6. It's all right against Nashville.
Atletico will compete in the CONCACAF Champions Cup for the first time in club history, having qualified as Canadian Premier League champions in a game that brought them worldwide recognition for playing in the middle of a snowstorm. Remember that? Round 1 of the competition will be held in February 2026, where Atletico Ottawa will host its home leg against Nashville, has yet to be announced.
And lace up those skates. The city's Rink of Dreams is now open outside of Ottawa City Hall.
I think it's fantastic. I've been waiting for it to open.
It is one of several refrigerated ice services now up and running for the season throughout the capital region.
For many skaters, these rinks offer a reliable option when traditional outdoor ice is not ready. These rinks use cooling systems that keep the ice frozen even when temperatures hover just above the freezing mark. Yeah, it's one of my favorite places to go skating. Rink of Dreams. I love it.
And really good ice, too.
Yes.
Like very, very good ice, especially for being outdoors. So a fun little spot to visit, absolutely.
Do you still do the twirly thing? Sorry, Will,
Yeah.
you know, do you still do that?
I try, but I don't.
She's a figure skater.
I was a figure skater.
Moves.
I get so dizzy now, like my brain or whatever I used to do back in the day just doesn't do it naturally anymore, so I really have to focus.
Do you want to bust the move, though? Do you get a little itch to sometimes?
I do get itch, too, but I still, for some reason, think I'm as good as I was 15 years ago. And then I'm quickly reminded when I step on the ice that I am not. So I take it down 5 notches.
It hurts the soul a little bit.
But in my head, I still think I could lift my leg over my head, no problem, spinning on one leg. Yeah.
It's going to be an exciting winter.
I know, right?
No, we will not attempt that.
Okay.
I don't want to break anything. We're seeing cloudier conditions to start off your morning. And again, we're waiting for that snow to start. Could still see some flurries, some light drizzle out there this morning. That snow expected to start sometime between 9 and 10 o'clock this morning. Light snow at first, so we will see light snow to start off your day. And then as the day progresses, it will start to get a little bit heavier. Most of the heavy snow happening into your evening hours and into your overnight. So that's when we will see snow at its heaviest. But it will just kind of linger and continue to snow overnight and right through into your day tomorrow as well before it does clear out in the morning. And then into your afternoon tomorrow, we could still see some light flurries possible. So we are expecting significant snow on the way today right through into tomorrow. Temps not so bad this morning. We're sitting at -6, feels closer to -11. So not an overly cold start to your day, unlike the beginning of the work week where we saw conditions feeling like -26, -27. Not today. In our forecast, though, we are expecting stronger winds. It will stay pretty calm and steady throughout your afternoon, but those winds will pick up speed overnight tonight, which means blowing snow, a factor, especially tomorrow morning on your drive-in. And that's because we could see upwards of 15 to 20 centimeters of snow in the forecast for tonight and through to tomorrow. -2 is the high for today, so fairly warm conditions. This is normal. This is where we should be sitting for this time of the year, of course. We've been just dealing with a cold snap, so it's felt a lot colder. We'll still feel like -5 with that wind chill. Mild for Trent and Kingston, sitting above that freezing mark today. -3 in Petawawa, -5 over in Mont-Tremblant. So here's what we're expecting over the next 7 days. Again, snowfall warning in effect for us today. We're expecting 10 to 20 centimeters of snow on the way today. About 5 to 10 this afternoon, another 5 to 10 into your evening overnight. And then tomorrow we could see another 2 to 4 centimeters. Today, not so bad temperature-wise. Tomorrow will be much colder. Temperatures holding steady around -9 into the afternoon. Friday, everything will clear up. We'll finally be able to dig out from this system. Lots of sunshine on the way for Friday. Of course, our food drive is happening Friday morning. Make sure you come down here to 87 George Street with your non-perishable food items to donate them to the Ottawa Food Bank. -6 is the high as we head into the weekend. Not so bad for Saturday. A chance of scattered flurries Saturday and through Sunday.
Weather brought to you by Yeckendorf Rashid. Experience, knowledge, and a commitment to excellence.
Volume has been pretty light outside this morning on the drive-in. I think a lot of people are choosing not to come into work today because of the snowstorm. We just have moderate slowdowns from Greenbank to Maitland on the 417 eastbound. Moderate as well, Vanier Parkway to Nicholas if you're traveling on the 417 westbound and 174 west. Slowdowns between Jean d'Arc and Montreal Road, but just light backups to Blair Road this morning.
know we're baking this holiday season. We got Matthew Carter, mill operator at Ottawa Valley Grain Products, joining us this morning to talk a little bit about the company and how we can get festive while supporting local. Good morning, my friend.
Hey, how you doing, Will?
I'm doing good.
Nice to see you again.
Those at home, too, Matt and I actually know each other way back.
Yeah, way back.
But now we've ventured into some new things, and I want to talk about that, too, because there's a great history behind the company itself.
Yeah, so the company has been around since 1929. It's passed down through 4 generations, through some sides of the family. And yeah, we're a good local mill here in Carp.
It's so amazing.
Sorry, local in Carp, not downtown Ottawa.
Yeah, and it's so amazing too because what you guys really want to focus on is supporting local.
Yeah.
And I think it's so important what we do here in Ottawa. Why do you find that so great, and like, what's the difference? Because the quality of product is so much better locally.
Yeah. So again, in today's economic climate, you really want to support local as much as you can. You're supporting your friends, your family, everybody wins, and you get some good quality grains that just come right from your backyard. We try and keep it as local as possible. Sometimes this comes from the same postal code as the mill, the grains do, but we keep it as close as possible in the Ottawa Valley, Eastern Ontario.
I love that. I mean, we've got some video B-roll right now of just like, we love when everything's packaged and sourced from your neighborhood or an area that you're familiar with. It makes such a great difference, and you know, being the local business owner, how much we rely on that business itself.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Should we get to some bacon here?
Oh, should we ever? Because I got my eyes first on the cookies. So what do we got over here today?
Okay, so what we've got here, I'll be making some corn flour cake for you. We'll get to that in a second. And we brought a couple other goods that just examples of stuff that you can bake with our products, with our flours. We've got some barley chocolate chip cookies, and we've got a sourdough. And just so people know, the sourdough, you don't really need any specific type of flour. We made this one with our hard red wheat.
Okay, and the sourdough, that's a little bit easier on the gut and for people, because sourdough is huge right now.
Yeah, sourdough, hugely popular. Sourdough, nice and digestible. It's the most agreeable of the breads for most, yeah.
I love that. All right, now let's get to what we'll be making throughout the day today.
All right, so we've got, again, our corn flour cake. So I'm just going to get you to step aside here. So it's a really simple recipe. It's only 4 ingredients. It's egg-free, so we can just whip everything all together. So what we're going to start with is our lovely corn flour from Ottawa Valley Grain Products. So milled right in-house. Like I was saying, we take in grain from all over Eastern Ontario, Ottawa Valley, as local as possible, and we make our flours in-house. So the farmer drops off the grain at our business, and we do the milling, whether we're shipping it out as grain or we're turning it into flour. So let's get started here. So we're gonna do 2 1/3 cups of our flour here.
You must be doing a lot of holiday baking this season now that you're a father.
Yeah, father of 2. I made this for Thanksgiving, and kids loved it. We were at a Thanksgiving party with some friends. All the kids loved it. They gobbled it up. You can tell them it's unhealthy, but it actually really is healthy. So
the perfect trick.
Yeah, exactly. So that's 2 1/3 cups there, 2 1/3 cups of our corn flour. These recipes are on our website. We've got lots more recipes there. And then we're gonna grab, so I can mix my wet and dry ingredients here because I'm not using any eggs. So have at it again, real simple recipe here. This will keep everyone happy these holidays. All right.
What do we got going in there?
Nice and messy there. So we've got some sweetened condensed milk.
Nice.
So 2 1/3 cups, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. So that's about 300 milliliters there. I'm gonna use a whole small carton of our heavy whipping cream, and that's about 473 milliliters, if I'm correct there. And then I'm gonna take my baking powder, and we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of baking powder, not baking soda, very important there. Perfect, so we're gonna whip that up for you. Now, I didn't bring a hand mixer. I wanted to hear Will's beautiful voice today, so I'm going to slowly whisk this together here. You guys might be better at it than me at
Definitely
home.
not me.
Definitely not you. You're not the pro here.
I'm the one who gets the magic powder and the baking soda mixed up.
Yeah.
Right?
Easy enough to do. Okay, so I've whipped this up for 2 minutes here. You want to whip it up till it's got a nice, thick consistency. I'm going to push these to the side. We've got our final whipped product here. So you want it to look kind of gloppy like that. We want it a little sticky. So a couple minutes of our whipping should be good. And I'm going to fill up this adorable little tray here. Now, you do not have to use these cute little trays. A bunt pan is probably your best option here. It might affect your cooking time. Just use the toothpick trick and make that nice and clean. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this in the oven for 40 minutes at 355 Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna slide that in my oven here.
This is the TV oven that we have here.
And through the magic of TV, we can pull out our finished product here. So again, this is just what we brought today, these cute little houses. We could totally use, again, a bunt pan. You could really use a pan that would use for banana bread. Whatever you need to do, it's gonna come out tasting the same, which is delicious. So these are edible plain. They're sweet enough because of the sweet and condensed milk, but I like things really sweet. I've definitely got a sweet tooth, so I'm gonna grab a glaze.
Oh, yes. Quickly glaze that up. I'll get a bite. And as you glaze it up, if people are interested in finding out some more, where should they head to get some more information from you?
So we are located in the village of Carp. 405 Donald B. Monroe, again, right in the village of Carp, and you can access us, contact us through our website as well. We're Ottawa Valley Grain Products. We offer a lot of products, not just what you see here. Again, we've got our corn flour here today. We've got our hard red wheat flour, great bread flour. We've got barley flour. Barley is the bulk of what we do. Barley can be used for all-purpose baking, like our cookies. We also offer a lot of whole grains. So we have a lot of stuff. We do a lot of custom milling as well.
You basically have something for everyone.
And anything you can make in the kitchen, yeah. We should glaze one of these,
I gotta take this to go. We're unfortunately out of time, my friend.
All right.
Appreciate you coming in again, and I love that we're supporting local. Actually, glaze that bad boy.
Glaze that up here for you? Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Matty. And if you want to be featured on our show, just email us yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. We'd love to have you. We'll be right back.
There you go. That's Comfortably Numb. Canada's Pink Floyd show is coming to Ottawa. They are bringing the iconic Pink Floyd 1970s concert right here to the nation's capital, and they are bringing it to life. And joining me, part of Comfortably Numb, we've got Azim, and we've got Genevieve to talk about Comfortably Numb, Canada's Pink Floyd concert. It's hard not to watch that. I was like, oh, wow, that is really, really cool to see that. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Coming back, Comfortably Numb.
Yes.
Can you tell me about Comfortably Numb, this Pink Floyd concert?
Yeah. So Comfortably Numb, we've been together for over 30 years now.
That's crazy.
And, you know, we have a love for the music. We've been playing it for a very, very long time. We've had the opportunity to tour all over. Shows are sold out. Big laser show, big light show. Lots of sound effects, you know, great songs. We cover everything that Floyd have done. And so, yeah, it's been quite an experience, yeah.
Yeah, you're both singing. I mean, you're both. Can you talk to me, Genevieve, about bringing that iconic 1970s sound, Pink Floyd, to life? How do you approach those songs?
Well, for me, it's such beautiful music, and the way I approach it is I'm kind of there to lend a hand with the harmonies.
Okay.
So for me, that's what it's all about, and I just love how it comes together on stage.
Okay, how do you bring it all together? Can you describe this show, Comfortably Numb?
Yeah, so it's, you know, there's obviously the band. You know, we have our amazing bass player, Otis. We've got our keyboard player, Brent, our drummer, Chris. We have an amazing team behind us of visual experts, sound experts, and it's the same team we've had for years. So we put in loads of work, loads of rehearsals, you know, and we just keep at this until it's perfect. And every show gets better and better and better. So our goal is the next one has to be better than the one before. That's the rule.
Why Pink Floyd? Why were you drawn to Pink Floyd?
You know, I was born in London, England, and the music just, you know, it just said something to me. It was just something that I grew up with. It really, you know, it's very important to me on many different reasons. The lyrics, the music, you know, the way it makes me feel. I fell in love with it very early and just stayed in love ever since.
Okay, and you've got the blessings of Pink Floyd to do this concert.
Yeah. So a long time ago, there was a website by the name of Brain Damage. They had some affiliations with Pink Floyd, and we got a nod back in the day, which was really, which just threw us on our journey. Yeah.
You've been performing for like 30 years, and like you said, you come back to Comfortably Numb.
Yep.
And then you go out and do perform elsewhere in a different form. What's that like when what's your genre like when you're not at Comfortably Numb?
Well, I mean, everyone in our group has different, different music. I have different things that I do. Jen has stuff that she does. The rest of the guys do. But when we come back together as Comfortably Numb, it's a very special, magical moment. Yeah.
This is so great, Genevieve and Azim. Thank you both so much for coming by here. If you want information and tickets, you can go to comfortablynumblive.com for ticket information. Thank you so much. Keep on rocking.
Thank you so
Keep
much.
on rocking.
Thank you.